Yo ho ho! What's going on, guys? Let's make sure everything's popping straight. Everything's good. I think everything should be good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Alright. Yeah. We're in there. What's going on, guys? This is Grim Reaper bringing you guys part 2 of the Hero versus Dragon tournament. Actually, let me send out a quick link real fast. Post that bitch in the Discord. Let niggas know we doing this shit right now. Because I don't think niggas know that we're doing this shit. But the alerts came up. Make sure that you guys always click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you know whenever we're streaming or whenever we're doing these videos like this. When this happening. No idea how it is today. Yeah, I know, bro. It shit popped up out of nowhere, my guy. Yeah, we gotta get that we gotta get the flow popping again, man. That vacation shit, we were off way too many days, so we started off early. I'm not sure if the other heroes are gonna be able to show up for this one because, like I said, it's early as fuck. But if they can, they'll come in here when they can. But we should be able to take care of everything pretty much ourselves. It's gonna be a fucking badass tournament. We got a lot of guys left. We got the losers rounds left, and then we're gonna go to the finals after that. I'm not sure how far we're gonna go because it's just me. But as you already know, I'm gonna have you guys input and shit. So we should be able to get a lot of it popping, a lot of it done. All right. Also, by the way, I don't have my headphones on, so if you guys hear any of the heroes actually come in and start talking, or if you see them in the Discord, tag me in the chat box so I know to put my headphones on and shit. All right. Let me just make sure I got everything up first, and then we can get started right away. All right. Let me see. All right, last little bits. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I think that's about right. It was good, One Nation. It was good, guys. What's going on? All right, let me see. All right. All right, so let's get it popping then. Oh, all right. So let's see. We finished with Group A. Darkshine and Gale went to the top. Melzargard versus Genos to the top. All right. Flashy Flash and Silver Fang to the top in Group B, and Metal Bat and Gouketsu also to the top in Group B. So let's get it popping for the next ones. All right. So up next. All right. So we did that one too. What's going on, Chubb? What's going on, Ebers? What's going on, Greek? Alright. So EC versus Garo to the top. Overgrown Rover versus Watchdog to the top. Ooh. That's what the matchup there. Garo versus Zombie Man. Oh, alright. Group D. Bomb versus Madugori. Alright. Alright. So that's the end of the groups and shit. Okay, so let's back up. I guess we're doing the losers rounds. Consolidation brackets. Okay, so first we got Phoenix Man versus Vaccine Man. Ooh. Alright, remember, I'm gonna type in 1 minute when I say so, somebody type in 1 minute vote. I'm gonna have a Greek do it. The mod Greek, he's the only one in here right now. When I say so, type that in 1 minute vote, and everybody just type in who you think wins at the bottom of the matchup. But let's discuss this shit first. So we got Vaccine Man versus Phoenix Man. Vaccine Man showed up in like the first 4 chapters. I think it was the first chapter actually. He's actually one of the first villains we've seen Saitama defeat in continuity in terms of order of the chapter release. He had flight, big purple guy. I think he was supposed to be like a resemblance of Piccolo. I'm not sure. I think it was supposed to be something like that. He can shoot energy bombs that were taking out literally city blocks, bro. And he was spamming a bunch of them and shit. He could also transform, so I'm assuming that his transformation, it was more of a size growth. Sometimes in manga they reduce speed because of that, but I don't think this is gonna be the case in One Punch Man. What I'm immediately referencing with that is Carnage Kabuto. Carnage Kabuto, whenever he transformed and got bigger, whenever went into his rage state, he got fast as fuck, bro. Not to say he wasn't fast before that, but that form didn't seem to like impede his speed. It actually probably increased it. So I'm gonna say the same for Vaccine Man, and he probably gets faster in that form as well as stronger. He had like claws and shit too. Because his body got bigger, I'm assuming he also increased in durability. So that's gonna. He's for sure a dragon with the destructiveness of his attacks. He was for sure a dragon. So I'm not sure if I should lend dragon level durability to him or not. It would really come down to like. I mean, I guess we really don't know, as we already know fucking Saitama one punch his ass, so we're not gonna get information about his durability. But and then we go to Phoenix Man. So Phoenix Man, as we already know, he has the intricate resurrection capability, where whenever you kill him without removing the suit, he returns in an increased state. The first resurrection, or the first time that he got killed, he was able to activate these two forms whenever he pleased, a Phoenix Falcon mode and the Phoenix Eagle mode. The Falcon mode was speed based. That's not saying that he like isn't fucking like strong like physically in the speed form, but it was mostly about like speed in the Falcon form. He was literally zipping around Child Emperor's Brave Giant. He was actually able to claw it once or twice too, so we know he does have increased cutting ability in the Falcon form. And he was jumping around the fucking the turret gun that Child Emperor has on his head. He was flying around that shit like nothing. So that's what it was, excuse me. It was Falcon mode, Prominence mode, and Brilliance Eagle. So I'm just gonna say the first parts. Fire Falcon, Prominence, and Brilliance. Because the birds actually make me confuse that shit. So then his Prominence mode was where he had like a flame outfit, if you guys remember. And that one was where his primary capability or feature was absorbing energy attacks, absorbing huge punches of energy. What's going on, Confusion? Welcome, bro. So we know to a certain extent that he can take huge energy beams. Remember when the little Braves actually attacked him and surrounded him? He absorbed that. He absorbed that huge ass explosion. And we know those energy beams are pretty fucking destructive. It melted through for like nothing when they were all combined. He also has incredible strength. That one is actually considered a strength form because he was actually able to stop the giant fish strike for a while before. Well, he didn't stop it, but that's what ended up having to kill him, the giant fish strike, because he was resisting up against the rest of the shit. He caught Child Emperor's Viper Blade with that shit, so we know how crazy that motherfucker gets with it. How intuitive and fast he is. We know he also gets more eyes in this form. So he's able to, a little bit more perceptive. We saw one of the panels that Minato drew. His eyes were like looking in different directions and shit. So this second form is pretty fucking badass. What else did he take? He also melted when he caught the giant fist strike. He melted the fucking fist, Brave Giant's fist and shit as he was pushing it up. So he can also like convect heat throughout his body and I guess focusing on things that he's touching to a very, very quick degree, which is fucking badass. He did the fucking the gust shit, the heat gust thing. What's going on, Ebers? Maybe people will join later on, but like I said, it's kind of early for them right now. I let them know that I'm doing the stream, but I'm not expecting anybody to actually show up for this one. But it'll just be us for a while. What's going on, Mike Beast? So he has the gust thing that he can produce. Remember, he took the giant energy beam from the little Braves, and then he actually was able to like convert that, as we just said in the other one, into the gust, and it fucked them all up. So in that form, Phoenix is he's already super combative. He's already shown in just those two forms more than Vaccine Man is shown. But the thing is that Vaccine Man was fucking up a large area of a city in no fucking time. So that brings me up to the Brilliance form. So we all know how Brilliance was. Brave Giant pulled out the chisel thing, and Brilliance form just caught that shit like nothing. Speed blitzed the fuck out of fucking Brave Giant, took his arm off like nothing to take Waganma. And then we all know the King Awakening's like, this shouldn't really matter in this situation, but it's the capability that he has to resurrect the dead and reform their bodies and give them the same capabilities that they had previously. So if there are some allies or enemies around, sure, but that's not going to be the case here. It's just a regular one-on-one. The biggest feat here is that the Millennium Emperor Nova. We all saw the destruction that it caused. Basically, like half the city or a good ass portion of the fucking city and shit got eviscerated. Buildings destroyed, the ground abrupted from several hundreds of like meters. However this is gonna call it from underground. The Millennium Emperor pushed through and then reached to like the upper atmosphere and shit. Probably left the atmosphere and shit with the blast. Fucking it's pretty much how Ibris just put it. He could do anything Vaccine Man could do, but better. My whole thing is that how destructive can Vaccine Man get? Because let's say he drops like let's call them energy balls, right? Let's say he throws like 15 energy balls. About 5 of them, I think it was, that we saw in the first few pictures. They fucked him about like 5 to 10 city blocks. How much area? A bunch of buildings were destroyed. A lot of area was destroyed. So we know that the way that Phoenix Man's brilliance form works, because remember, he transformed into his prominence mode, but he was in the brilliant state. If you guys are like following what I'm saying, like the second death is what allowed him to have the brilliance form. We know that all of his attributes and all of his traits increased dramatically in that second resurrection form, but he's still able to transfer into the other forms. So what I'm saying is that I think that Phoenix Man, after the second resurrection, retains his amplified ×2 speed, amplified ×2 strength, but is also able to transform into the other variants of the Falcon and Prominence, but with those same things. So if in Brilliance he's a 10 in all his attributes, he can go into Prominence and still be a 10. So that's why I think he was able to absorb the majority of, or a good portion of the Emperor Nova head on, and still had half of his body in there still left and shit. That's actually why, if we're actually thinking about it, why he had half of his shit burned off, because he absorbed half and then the other half just went through him and he reached the limit. So I guess at the end of the day, I am gonna give it to Phoenix Man over Vaccine. It really does come down to how much DC can those energy bombs do to Phoenix. How much can Phoenix absorb, and how much stronger he gets. Obviously, Vaccine Man won't be able to kill Phoenix Man indefinitely. I do believe you should be able to get him to his brilliance mode, for sure. But that's the whole thing. Once he gets into his brilliance mode, he's pretty much dead, unless he does it again. And then we don't want to see Phoenix Man pass brilliance mode, bro. That nigga's strong as hell, bro. All right. So, Greek, if you'll go ahead and type in the 1 minute vote in the chat, and then we'll give the guys 1 minute to vote and shit. But my vote's for Phoenix Man. Damn, bro, I forgot about the stream lag and shit. Hurry your ass up, Greek. Facts. Let's go. All right, 2 for Phoenix. 3 for Phoenix. 4 for Phoenix. 5 for Phoenix. All right. Yeah. All right, bet we're in there. So Phoenix takes this one. Probably shouldn't wait till the whole minute because there's only 7 of us right now. If we get people in here and shit. I think this is also our first stream that we've ever done, like before, like 1 o'clock p.m. or 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. It's like 10:30 a.m. for me right now. All right, so we're gonna pretty much get that one locked in. Phoenix Man over Vaccine Man. Next is Nyanya versus Tout Emperor. All right, this one it's a fucking wash, man. I don't even want to spend as much time as on this one, but I will talk about the guys a little bit. Neon is known for speed and incredible evasiveness. Murata literally, this is one of the things that people complained about. He took an extra like 3 or 4 or like two side chapters or 2 redraws in particular to amplify the speed and mobility of Brave Giant. That's what he said, and that was written. He did an actual redraw of a chapter just to show us that Brave Giant is faster and much more mobile than what it was before. I I have to like give credit to that. I'm no longer gonna entertain the whole stuff about like Brave Giant being slower, just a big ass robot. No, he's as fast as most guys. As most people that you've seen fighting and flying around doing whatever they want, Brave Giant is as fast as that, if not faster. He was also able to combat Phoenix Man's the feather throws that he has. He was able to block them. He actually got in front of them to protect what got him from them, so the fucking umbrella wouldn't crack from the blast. As Confusion just mentioned, Neon has like 1 page worth of feats. It is about evasiveness, man, and I do believe that the majority of the fight will be Neon evading Brave Giant, as I said. But once some destructive shit happens, it's pretty much done for him. Obviously he's a dragon. Obviously he's an executive, so he's gonna have those other feats, and most likely he's gonna have a transformation. So this is a premature battle, but for now we can't really give that much to Neon. So I'm just gonna give it to Child Emperor by the phone. Yeah, I hope he gets some feats too, bro. He has a cool design and shit. I'm just not fucking with this losing stuff, bro. Like, I need more. Alright, so let's go to the next consolidation bracket. Pig God versus Atomic Samurai. Boy! Boy! Look, I'm not going to be biased. We just don't know his durability. That's the only thing. I don't know Pig God's durability. There's not many S-Class heroes that can take a bunch of slices from Atomic. I'm not saying niggas couldn't block it. We had a conversation in the previous stream that maybe Bang's Carbonated Fist has the ability to, like, possibly, like, block, tap, redirect, deflect a few of Atomic slashes. But I think Atomic's too fast for that. I don't think the Smashing Rock has the speed to keep up with that. Atomic is literally comparable to Flash's speed. And the Carbonated Fist isn't there yet. I haven't seen... Let me not say that. We have seen incredible speed feats of the Carbonated Fist from both Garo and Bang. Like, incredible. It's just a question of, like, what is the emphasis of it? The emphasis of the Carbonated Fist is, like, more like anti-human fighting, you know, strategic, this deconstruction of the opponent's fighting style, getting through their abilities, you know, and just smacking them, you know? But with Atomic and Flashy, for example, it's a complete emphasis on their speed and their ability to attack with their speed. I can't necessarily say that, like, you can just fucking deal with their speed. So then my question is, the best way to deal with speed is to stay stationary. You put up a big ass shield, a big ass wall. That's the best way to deal with guys that, like, move around too quickly, because they have to come to you to hit them. In order to hit you, they have to come to you. So Pig Eye is perfect in that sense. One of the better matchups for Atomic. He's gonna stand there, but I'm not sure if he can take a slash or two. Like, Pig God is a fucking... Let's assume that he's a tank, right? He's an S rank hero. He's been able to eat all kinds of huge ass monsters or whatever. But for example, not Evil Eye, the Medusa bitch, the bitch that had like snakes in her hair, or like that. She had like paralyzing poison or whatever that she bit people with. She was actually able to pierce him, like with her bite, and he just tanked that shit. So that would make me think that it's not durability. It's just that he's just like he can absorb all the stuff that he takes. That, to me, that's not the same as like getting your arm cut off. I don't think Pig God would just be okay with having his arm cut off. That would be a deficit for him for sure. So I'm gonna give it to Atomic Samurai for this one. I'm not underestimating Pig God. I'm not saying that. If there were to be a situation where like fucking Atomic's held down by some sticky glue or some shit like that, and Pig God were over the top of him or behind him, facts for sure. Pig God's eating Atomic Samurai, no question. But then I gotta ask, could Atomic cut him up from the inside? Does he bite you down and kill you? Like, because you remember, whenever he ate Great Glutton, his tail was still wagging at the panel that we saw. That one little glimpse where Eon Neon and the boys were out there surprised that Pig God fucking eating anything. But yeah, his tail was still wagging. So I'm assuming that he eats them whole, and then I guess he digests them. So we'll see how that actually plays out. But I'm gonna give it to Atomic for this one. Because they're two S-Class heroes, let's go for the 1 minute vote. What's going on, Greek? Because you got drop it for a minute. Ebert says Samurai turns him into sashimi slices. And then One Nation says, "Can Pig God tank it? Maybe. Greek says, I don't think he can contest with Atomic Samurai speed. Yeah, me neither, bro. But we never know, man. These guys are like fucking crazy, bro. Murata and One do such a great job at fucking like showing off different capabilities or weird shit that people may do or have. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pig God could actually fight Atomic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. There's 12 of us, so we gotta wait a little bit longer. Let's see how many more people want to hop in for the vote. It's 4-0 right now. I wish I could play some background music for the stream, bro. But like, we finna get super copyrighted. Oh shit! All right. Confusion throws Atomic in that bitch too. Okay. All right. We can probably pretty much lock it in now. It's about half of the guys. All right. So Atomic takes it over Pig God. On to the next one. Puri-Puri versus Sweet Mask. Bro. Bro, y'all are gonna win Zhoniin and them boys is in here for this one, because I'm not giving him shit, bro. It's gonna be a straight unbiased confrontation, and I'm not just giving him shit, bro. I'm not giving him some webcomic shit. I'm not giving him some fake hype shit. We're talking off and going off of exactly what we have. So make sure if you guys have your opinions about Sweet Mask or any of this fight that you vote once we get done with a quick discussion, because we're going off of straight feeds. So Sweet Mask is known as the gatekeeper. Everybody in the S class apparently, or most of the S class heroes, have been, I guess, verified through him, or any of the ones that joined after he was there, get verified through him. Even Saitama was presented, one of his feats of being Sea King was presented in front of Sweet Mask. So we know that he has, in terms of like the story background that hasn't been revealed yet, incredible prestige. His strength is indeed acknowledged, and he often has confrontations with guys as high a rank as fucking rank 4 Child Emperor and shit. This is something's definitely going on with Sweet Mask that Murata is alluding to heavily. That the Hero Association knows, and we just don't know yet because we haven't seen it. One of the few presentations we have of his fighting capabilities are during his concert. A bunch of monsters came up. We don't know their disaster level, but they seem like tigers, not necessarily demons or whatever. And he one-shotted all of them, talking shit to him on stage while he was singing. It was fucking incredible. The chapter was drawn amazingly. His outfit looked fucking badass. Sweet Mask is like, he's one of my favorite characters in terms of like his attitude and demeanor, like kind of like the heroic villain type situation. And I like how he goes about things, but it's more along the community's overhyping his strength and overhyping who he can beat and all this shit that gets on my bad side. But then we had the presentation with the Ninki's rescue team. So the Ninki's rescue team was outfitted with these like protective suits that we saw a variation of in the beginning of the storyline with Hammerhead and those boys. They all put on suits, and like by extending it, they were able to pop like a huge ass several story building with one punch. These suits are fucking badass. Now I believe that they're upgrading they're just upgraded, you know. We also know that they're like outfitted for like the particular fighter and bodies for every individual, so they're specialized for those people. And we know like Asami, for example, big ass titties, big ass booty in the suit, in that armor suit. You think, how the fuck does that work? But that's I guess that's what that's alluding to. So Sweet comes in and one shots all of them. One strike, one blows through, pops through all the suits, all of them at the same time. I didn't have the impression that they were like gonna be super strong or anything like that, but they were indeed gonna be tough. When Dos S actually took them, she was seeming kind of daunting to a certain extent. We're having discussions in the One Punch Man podcast. Check out the playlist if you guys want to have more insight onto our discussions and get more in depth into the chapters with us about how destructive they could really be. Dos S, whenever she was fighting Fubuki, it wasn't that Fubuki couldn't win, but she was getting overwhelmed to a certain extent. Dos S did have the upper hand, and it may have been because of her particular capabilities, but with the addition of more strength, Dos S can only get stronger. She's one of those scenarios where, through circumstance, she can be very, very, very tough. And in this circumstance, Unfortunately, she fought Sweet Mask and nobody else. We were even discussing in a previous versus match, if we give those S a bunch of A rank heroes, like Death Gatling, throw in the fucking Smile Man, throw in a bunch of different heroes and stuff that could be, pretty tough stingers, stuff like that. That are good fighters. Could she be stronger? And this is a variance of that. So we also do have the example to where. So let me skip that part because we're not talking about those S. We're on Sweet. Sweet body they ass. Sweet fucking straight body the fuck out they ass. Puri-Puri. Puri-Puri took on Melzargard. Puri-Puri took on Seeking. Puri-Puri took on the spine thingy. The spike thingy. Puri-Puri took on Vakuma. Puri-Puri took on a bunch of prisoners. Puri-Puri has been out here. In terms of durability, or maybe not just durability, but endurance as well. Endurance is in there. Your ability to take damage and continue on forward. Compared to durability is your ability to take damage and have it not affect you as much. His endurance is very, very good. We've seen him take a bunch of different attacks. He just keeps on going forward and shit like that. One of the decisive times, though, was up against Seeking. He did get pretty much manhandled up against Seeking. And everything has been a variance or has been pivoting off of that point, off of that fight. From the Seeking fight, it's how much he got stronger from that fight. Him remembering Seeking and how he beat his ass and improving using Seeking's advice that he gave to him or his fighting style. It's been a lot from that scenario, from that variance. And as we know, according to an audiobook of a simulation, Seeking wasn't the strongest of demons. There's actually been quite a few demons that have come from that point that are supposedly a lot stronger than Seeking. And we could, discuss and speculate, how well Puri-Puri would do up against Face Ripper or up against Awakened Cockroaches like that, like we have in previous streams, like in the Demon Tournament. But this recent bout up against Vakuma showed a lot. Him chasing after Neon like that, just swimming through rock, bro, it's nothing but impressive, man. This one's tough for me because I've just seen so much. The recent time when we saw the buildings that Tatsumaki didn't decide to catch whenever they were falling on top of all the heroes because of the fight with Evil Eye, Sweet Master was able to catch one of those big ass boulders like nothing. And even Darkshine turned around and was like, "Oh, how rare!" So even Murata himself is pointing out and making fun of the fact that we haven't seen much of Sweet Mask as of yet. But it would be foul on my part to leave out the story assumptions of this guy's strength. Here's the situation though. Puri-Puri is in the S class. My Mask is the one that decides who gets into the S class. He has to acknowledge Puri-Puri's strength. For him to not call him out all the time, he has to acknowledge that. Now, when I say not call him out, I don't mean not point out at issues or failures. He does that for everyone. I'm talking about saying that you shouldn't be in the S class. I don't think he's really even said that too often or even at all to any of the S class heroes. He's talked shit to Atomic. He's talked shit to Flashy. He's talked shit to Metal. He's talked shit to a lot of guys. And he just seems overconfident of his capabilities and his strength. It makes you think that he really has it. There's even a little scuffle that we had in terms of conversation over the conversation right before we attacked the Monster Association. We were in a meeting room, and Sweet walks in talking about who's leading the team. I should be leading the team. Why is Shad Emperor leading the team? These niggas are trash. What y'all boys doing? Flashy, what the fuck are you talking about? So Flashy, he gets upset. He gets that whole scary face and shit. He was really about to get in Sweet's cheeks, but Sweet was about it. And after King comes in and flexes his almighty power and calms everybody down, Sweet Mask disengages all the shit talking. Sweet Mask actually goes up. Whoa, Flashy. We actually see a panel of Flashy blowing out of some air, as if he was relaxing or he was holding in his breath and shit. And to this day, we're still speculating whether Flashy was scared of a conversation with Sweet Mask. I personally don't believe so. I personally think he was holding himself in and calming himself down. But in a reread and with more context, and then with more information later on, we can put all that together. And hopefully, when we finally see Sweet Mask's strength, it'll tell us more. But for now, yeah, I gotta go with Sweet. So let's hear it. Let's get to the 1 minute vote. Greek, if you'll go ahead and drop it for us. What's going on, CK? Amai is too beastly for Puri-Puri Prisoner. Even Puri-Puri Prisoner knows he's one of the weakest S-Class, according to CK. Yeah, bro. He actually mentioned that himself, too. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. Confusion says, Puri based on feats, Amai based on hype. Yeah, man. That is true, bro. It's going to be hard for this one, man. Greek says, Amai is one of my top 10 based on shit talking alone. I don't know if shit talk's going to win you a fight, though, bro. Confusion also says, Amai also just yoinked Dos S whip. Yup. I was going to mention earlier that it seems that durability or your strength may have something to do with her effects to influence you. So, she's interested to see that, but she's dead now. Alright. So we got 1 Amai, 2 Amai, 3 Amai, 4 Amai. God damn, bro. Amai is gonna win even if I pick Puri-Puri. Alright. He's on Tatsu levels of sass. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. I'm surprised he didn't go at Tatsumaki. That nigga knows better. That nigga knows better, bro. Alright, we'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll get it popping. By the way, guys, thanks for coming through. I know it's early, like I mentioned earlier, but we gotta get this bitch popping. Alright, that's about it. Let's lock it up. Sweet Match takes it over Puri-Puri. Alright. The next consolidation bracket is gonna be Sonic versus Tank Top Master. Bro. Alright, it's gotta be what it is, you know. Alright, so Sonic has gotten stronger. We saw that recently in the anime too, with they covered the first portion with Sonic versus Genos. Sonic's speed has indeed increased, and he's been training heavily towards the goal of Saitama. We know that in the manga as well, one of the recent times where we saw his thoughts, he even went as far as to like decide to eat a monster cell to possibly try and bridge the gap between him and Saitama. As futile as we know as that is, it does tell us his desires and his capabilities and how much he thinks about improving. And to have Saitama as a goal to reach is the best possible thing. You're only going to improve if you continue to try to strive to what he is. So we do have a lot of optimistic thoughts for Sonic. On the other hand, we got the fucking Tank Top army, bruh. Tank Top master, bruh. I'm not one of them niggas gonna be talking shit about Tank Top, bruh. Tank Top is that nigga, bro. With a single punch to the ground, he can crack pretty much a large area of the ground. I wouldn't say a whole city block, but like maybe a building. You can crack a building with just by punching the ground. We know he has a signature move, the Tank Top Tackle, which is pretty powerful too. It's not super speed based, but it does have a lot of power. Demon level Garo actually got hit with a Tank Top Tackle, and he actually adopted the technique in one of the previous fights. So we know he doesn't like just take stupid ass trash shit. For him to take Tank Top Master, Tank Top Tackle, I have to give credit for that attack to him. Tank Top Master also probably doesn't have the greatest of durability. Endurance, possibly, but Demon Garo was able to mollywop his ass and do that fucking work to him. There's a difference here now, though. The power of Garo at the time period is sufficient, is strong. He was able to beat on Metalbat pretty fucking badly. It's just like a guy that big, you don't want to say that his durability is less than some of the other guys, but in comparison, it's not there, man. Sonic has a bunch of weapons. He's a specialist in speed variants with his attacks. I'm gonna have to give this one to Sonic pretty clearly. It's not to say that Tank Top Master won't be able to put up a fight, but Sonic's speed is pretty much gonna outdo him. I would even go as far as to say that Deep Sea King could probably do that thing to Tank Top Master. That'd be a pretty cool fight to see currently. But Deep Sea King was a fucking badass. Just with speed alone and in his wet state, he was able to like come after Sonic pretty convincingly. Sonic actually like got surprised at his speed increase, but it wasn't enough to catch him at that variant at the time period. And I do believe that beginning of series Sonic is still quite a bit faster than Tank Top. So I'm gonna give it to Sonic, without a question. Let's go ahead and get the 1 minute vote just in case anybody has any opinions about that variant. We can talk about it for a second. Greek, if you'll drop the 1 minute vote for us, bro. Confusion says Sonic over or equal to Genos over Tank Top Master. Ooh, you think current Sonic is fucking equal to Genos? Bruh, or over him? That's crazy, nigga. Hell nah, bro. Current, nah. I got current Genos is like a fucking high dragon, bro, or a mid dragon, bro. Like, and we're not talking about the upgrades because we obviously don't know what the upgrades are. But Genos right now, bro, that's a fucking monster, man. He could take on an executive. Eber says Sonic would blitz Tank Top Master, no question, bro. He'd probably take his head off like he did to those to the Hammerhead guys. One Nation says Tank Top can win, but only if he lands a hit. Sonic is just as fast, just too fast for him. Ooh, you think one hit could fuck up Sonic like that? I don't know, man. I don't think we've seen Sonic get hit like that. Maybe. That is a question. Sonic's durability? That's a nice one. CK says G4 Genos equals Tank Top Master in strength, but Tank Top Master is slower. Sonic equals G4 Genos. Ooh. I don't know, man, because, for example, CK, in the beginning, when Genos fought Armored Gorilla, he was doing a bunch of DC with his blast, bro. And I would assume that it's around, if not more so, what Tank Top could do. Not to mention him against Mosquito, the Mosquito thing. Genos put in some fucking work with DC, bro. I don't think Tank Top Master has ever been anywhere near Genos. But that's speculation, as you already know. Greek says Sonic's durability seems pretty low, not gonna lie. But anybody who gets hit in the balls is gonna hurt. Alright, so after 1 minute vote, we got Confusion says Sonic, 4 for Sonic. Alright, it seems like 4 for Sonic. Alright. That one's pretty much locked in too. Alright. Let's keep pushing it, guys. Suiryu. Whoa! Bruh! Yo. I'm gonna need some help for this one, bro. I don't know if I can do this one on my own, bro. Hold on, let me see if anybody's joined the chat or if anybody's done anything. Damn, bro. Them niggas still asleep. Yo, Matt. I really hope Matt is watching this. Let me message him real fast. Bro. Bro, this is crazy. Yo, if you guys are in the Discord, let me know if Matt hops in through the hero thing because I can't see it right now. I don't have my headphones on either. Alright. Bro, this is... Alright. Look. I'm already seeing niggas talking about Carnage rapes, bro. We're getting into it, bro. I don't think so. That easily. Alright. So, Carnage Kabuto is a fucking monster, bro. A dragon if we ever seen one. Fast ass speed. His strength, we didn't really see much of his strength, but he fucked on Genos easily as fuck. Not even in his fucking enraged state. He just pushed through him or whatever. And that was a pretty okay Genos. We can assume he has great durability. We can assume he has great endurance. As a matter of fact, we know he has great endurance. Endurance also has to encompass the property of stamina, or how long you're able to fight using energy, as in like your stamina or whatever. So because he fought for I think it was like a whole week straight, he went on a rampage. His stamina is crazy. If he's gonna fight anybody, he can do it for a long ass fucking time, and it wasn't his enraged form. So we're talking about enraged Carnage Kabuto fighting for a week. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. With the speed that he was producing, but here's the thing. A lot of times, speed is depicted differently in different manners. The famous prime example that I have in my head is Flashy Flash versus Atomic, right? Up against Rhino Wrestler, Murata went to the extent of not even drawing Atomic Samurai cutting Rhino Wrestler. He just drew him unsheathing his blade and then sheathing his blade. That is, to me, the greatest speed feat that we've seen in the series. Murata chose not to draw what happened. But then on the other hand, we have Flashy Flash. Flashy Flash fought two individuals of indomitable speed, dragon level threats, and beat them before the rubble that he caused to fly up came back down. That not only mentioned as an accolade for his own strength, but his speed. It's fucking incredible. We saw his blade get knocked out of his hand, and he caught it by flying around. He was jumping around and then ended up catching it in his trajectory. His speed is crazy, fucking amazing. It's there. Now, the reason why I mentioned that is because Murata has depicted Suiryu versus Chose fight in a similar manner. They were flying around fucking like... We saw fucking Bakuzan's eye, or not Bakuzan, Gouketsu's eyes just flicking from side to side as he was watching the fight between Suiryu and Chose just flying around. It was incredible. It was really, really good. Like, Suiryu is not slow. Suiryu is a combative genius. His void fist is very, very, very powerful, and he can fight a lot of opponents. The question is, how well will he do up against somebody with serious, serious strength? Now, here's one point that I'll point out. Saitama punched Suiryu and slammed him across the fucking ring, right? He was able to keep fighting. His shit popped up. I'm not saying that punch that Saitama threw was comparable to what Carnage Kabuto could do at his max state, but we don't really have a full comparison of that. And this is the strongest person in the series, so me using his punches to compare to other people isn't completely out of the world or out of the ordinary. I would actually say I'm being generous to both Suiryu and Carnage Kabuto by giving the example of the punch that Saitama did at Suiryu as comparable. So let's say that Carnage Kabuto can do a little bit more damage than what Saitama did to Suiryu when he punched him, right? You know, Saitama cracked the fucking the entire floor of the arena and that shit came up, right? It's hard, man. It's hard. Because the Void Fist, he's literally known for fighting well. Like he's how do I put this, man? Fuck, bro. Fuck. Because we also don't know if Chose was an actual dragon. I believe he's a high demon. I don't think he ever got the rank of dragon. But he got pretty fucking manhandled by fucking Bakuzan. And Bakuzan was like a premature dragon. He got straight mollywopped. Now we can't also ignore the fact that he had fought Gouketsu before that. He had fought Chose before that. He fought Saitama before that. Shiryu had a pretty tough encounter at the end of the tournament with all these guys. Now he didn't show extreme fatigue, but he was getting fucking his ass bust. I'm for the final decision. I'm probably gonna have to go with Carnage Kabuto, for my pick. But I think Shiryu has the ability to fight Carnage Kabuto and lose. It would be interesting to talk about Bakuzan versus Suiryu if they were both fresh. But let's assume that regardless, Bakuzan would come out with a win. So I'm gonna give my vote to Carnage Kabuto. All right, Greek, if you'll give us that 1 minute vote, bro. All right. Yeah, I know, bro. So Greek says, why my boy getting all these unfair matchups? I know, bro. Hey, straight trying them, bro. I don't know if Greek put the vote thing. Yeah, go ahead, put the vote thing, the 1 minute vote thing at the bottom, Greek. Let me see what else you're saying. So Ibra says Kabuto rapes. Fuck, man. Confusion says F in chat for cute karate boy. One Nation Man says, man, this is sad stuff. Yeah, bro. I mean, fuck, man. I really wish you had more shit to show us, bro. Like, him throwing up that annihilation ball that fucking Chose threw and the destruction that it did up in the air and cleared the clouds or whatever. It's pretty impressive, man. Like, all I'm saying is, like, that was pretty impressive, bro. Fuck. One Nation also says, Darkshine had to go serious to be Kabuto in his strongest state. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that much information about the podcast, about that audiobook and that simulation, but I didn't know that Darkshine fought. But him having to go serious? Fuck, man. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. Okay, yeah. Confusing saying it as well, too. In the audiobook, he was bodying Genos 54 out of 54 times. And he bodied base metal bat. Let's see. Greek asked if Suiryu is fighting Darkshine in 15 minutes. No, he's not. Nah, you're right, bro. Confusion also thinks that highest I'm willing to put Suiryu at is low dragon. As that's super, like that's reasonable as fuck. Cause demon isn't really fair. I know we could talk about Suiryu versus Garo at certain time periods. Maybe Suiryu versus Garo during Metal Bat fight could be possible. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The voice is strong and Suiryu was impressive, but his cocky demeanor and then like his cowardice like embodiment in pair situations, it does take away from the character to a certain extent, but it also adds to him because now he has more potential for development. So yeah, man, Low Dragon's pretty much acceptable for me. Base Kabuto stomps Toze. Says CK, yeah, bro, for a fact. I know that much for sure. Cause Shiryu was able to beat him he beat him pretty convincingly, but it was after a little bit of a fight. Let me see. Alright, so let's go to the minimum vote. PD vote for Shiryu. Yo, Greek, your biased ass. Kabuto. Damn, bro. Bro, you can't put Kabuto twice, Ebers, bro. We only count one of them shits. Alright, 3 for Kabuto. Yeah, man. That's 4 to 1. Pretty convincingly you win. CK also says Gouketsu stomps base Kabuto at the very least. God damn, bruh. Alright. Oh wow. Yeah, base for sure. But that would be a pretty impressive fucking match. Oh, here we go. Why didn't you fucking tell me, Matt? Fuck. Yo. Matt.
I guess Suiryu isn't winning this one.
Yo, bro, you had to fucking... My bad, bro. I didn't fucking see your tag on it, bro.
No, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I think everyone's got the right idea in any case. Like, I think Suiryu's got the technique and the speed. I was comparing him, and then at the very least, I was like, oh wait, he's still got Carnage mode. So yeah, it's Kabuto.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. We can't really. Yeah. All right, let's keep pushing on to the next one then. Next one we got is Bullfoy versus Garo. That's gonna be a fucking danger, man. Alright, you lead this one off, Matt. I had the last one.
I think you've had all of them, to be honest. Oh. Wait, so we're going base Metal Knight, right?
Yeah.
Just like normal Metal Knight.
Wait, there's another Metal Knight?
No. I was just on about just the one robot. We're not including like his like giant Star Wars robot as well and stuff like that. Just like basically normal Metal Knight robot.
Should we?
I think so, yeah. Because like out of everything we've seen, that's the one he keeps consistently using. So we may as well just stick with that one.
All right.
So just like normal Metal Knight. It's the 300 times gravity. That's genuinely it. And like he's got like the Shinra Tensei. Garo. Yeah, it's that. Like, I think Metal Knight can blast some stuff, but I think generally like any kind of long range attack, Gyoro's just gonna like stop with like obviously with telekinesis and then either send it back or at least if he's got the one robot, from what I can tell. If he goes in stand like he has, because he's got firepower, and I think if he hits Garo, then he's got her. But we haven't seen anything really that can say like we haven't seen anyone generally apart from Saitama hit a psychic user.
Fuck. So then, for example, if we drop EC in the middle of a city, right, up against Garo, do you think that Garo can restrain EC?
Because that's actually a good point. I think that's to do with size more than anything. Okay. So like maybe because like for example like the missiles are short, they're small and they're fast, but they're small, so they're maybe easier to restrain. But something as giant as him, like I don't think maybe Tatsumaki, but if as we saw last chapter, if I'm saying maybe Tatsumaki, there's no way Garo could.
Because the way I'm thinking is like, all right, so a human compared to a robot, a human, as we saw, has the ability to resist certain things, or they have that innate strength. But like a robot's metal, and I can't just like in One Punch Man, we know that cyborgs and metals and metal and robot, they do have like feats and capabilities. It's not like in One Piece where like people just get feats based on metal. Oh, he can cut this kind of metal, or he can cut this kind of steel, and that means that those steels don't really compare to characters anymore. That's not the case. continuously robots, cyborgs, different types of machines and mechanisms get upgrades all the time. We actually see that I believe it's EC's shell and the metal from the Dark Matter Thief ship are prime suspects for materials for both of these advancements. So my thinking is that, like, would there ever be a time where Brave Giant, or yeah, let's use Brave Giant for example. Do you think Brave Giant could resist Garo?
I'm gonna say no, but that doesn't mean he'd lose because Child Emperor's pretty, like, as we saw in that fight, he's generally a few steps ahead. It depends, because we see he can break off parts of Brave Giant in any case. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I know this isn't the fight that's going on, but if that was to happen, he wouldn't. I don't see why he wouldn't just, like, break him into separate parts and try and trick her that way, because matchups are important. But just, like, looking at the comments as well, just quickly, people are saying about, like, you know, even if the telekinesis didn't work and, like, the missiles went, Gyogoro still got the barrier.
Yeah.
But something I just thought of as well is when Gyogoro was talking about the heroes who could beat Elder Centipede, she did put Metal Knight there.
Ooh. I mean, see, that's the thing though, bro. Like, we could. Fuck, man. This last chapter really fucks shit up, man.
It does. I mean, if we ignore that one, because I think that was mostly based on, like, he's mostly unknown in that sense. So ignore that last kind of point, because he's got sort of like a vast way of weaponry at this point. He's just kind of got, like, his one robot we're going in with. I gotta give it. I think just generally she can counter a lot of the stuff he can do. And like I said, this is with the one robot. I imagine if he's got, like, an army of these, it's going to be a very different story. But if he's just going in solo with just the one Metal Knight robot, then I've got to give it to Metal Knight. No, not Metal Knight, Garo.
So you remember how Tatsumaki was able to redirect the assault from the Dark Matter Thief ship, right?
Yeah.
Metal Knight literally, like, it wasn't as effective, but he did commit an assault up against the Meteor, and it did a lot of fucking destruction. So, do you think that her psychic ability should be able to stop that kind of barrage? Or, like, let's say that, like, the barrage explodes before she's able to manipulate it, right? Would she be able to, like, use her barrier or psychic abilities to stop that damage from hitting her? Or, like, because the way you put it makes it seem like I see what
not completely. I think they're destructive missiles, right? They're powerful. Like, we saw the explosion; they're massive. I don't think it's. I think she's getting injured, but I think she's got too much variety. From, like, like I said, the only thing we've really seen from Metal Knight is he can fly, he can shoot missiles, and he's got suction cups. Apart from that, like Gyogoro, who's got obviously the barrier. She's got like she can seal people in like a planetoid, and the 300 times gravity. I think she's getting injured. Like, I don't think you can escape a fight against Metal Knight without getting injured. But I still think it's going to. It's difficult for me because psychics are so strong in One Punch Man. It's difficult unless you're Saitama or Orochi or someone of that level. There's no one who can really resist them.
Fuck. So Garo, man. Fuck, man.
Well, what's everyone else saying? That's the question.
All right. Hey, Greek, if you drop the 1 minute vote.
Because you're very much. Are you thinking Metal Knight for this?
It's the same thing for the Sweet Match thing. Like, when I entered the community, there was a few guys who everybody was giving exceptional hype to without probable cause. Metal Knight was one of them. Metal Knight, whenever he shows up, everybody like, oh, Metal Knight's here. It's okay. We're gonna get it done. It happens. But he's failed continuously, and he's always using prototypes. Or Murat's always giving him the cover of prototypes or like tests, weapon tests or whatever, to cover his failures. So it's kind of like this guy, and his actual vocabulary makes him seem like indifferent about the situations, especially with like how they endeavored to attack the Mafia Association and how both boys said that we're not gonna win. So why am I gonna go through and waste time with that? It's like, it's the same thing with Sweet. Like, I can tell this guy's a fucking monster. I can tell this nigga's like crazy as shit. But where is it? It's
They've got to be like, there's got to be this moment, of course, where like we finally see what Meta Knight is, because it was like this with Darkshine, right? Because everyone was always like, "Oh, Darkshine's gonna be amazing. He's the best," and I didn't really get it until we saw it in the chapter where he just backhanded. It's like you've got to see it to really, and like I get like if he's got and everyone's saying he's got this army of robots, and we need to see it in full force really for us to kind of like. I'm on the same page as you. Everyone's going on about Meta Knight, but I haven't really seen Meta Knight do. Sure, he's going up against dragon level threats, but we haven't seen him take a win, and that I guess seems making him less impressive. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with you because you're right. The arsenal that she has displayed, even if it were to be, even if both had shown more things, hers do still seem to be more impressive than that. So I'm gonna go with Girl. The chat. Hold on, let's see what some of the chat's saying in conversation before we get to the vote. So Confusion says normal night. It's your ass out there. CK says both ways can beat almost anyone. It just depends on how many robots he uses. Yeah, so we're in this variant. We're gonna only use one. So, Joseph says at 300 times gravity, all she got going for her. Ooh, wow. I don't know, man. I think, like Matt said, that prison thing seemed to work pretty well. It was really only fucking Tatsumaki that we would expect to break free from that. One Nation says she would just block all his attacks and crush him. Damn. It's pretty much, yeah. He also says she could just trap him in a cube and crush him like she did all those other monsters. Alright, so in the one-winning vote, we have one for Bofoi, one for Giro, another for Bofoi. CK says that one drone wasn't too impressive, and rockets can easily be swayed by telekinesis. And he also goes for Giro. That's pretty much it. Kidrick, what's going on, Kidrick? Welcome to the chat, bro. I have to give to Giro. Yeah, 5-2 final victory. This just goes to show how fucking exciting One Punch Man still has to get. We're 100 and something chapters into this shit, and we don't even have full fights, full presentations for the majority of our main cast. Like, usually in stories by like the third or fourth arc, you've seen the main big players fight 2 or 3 times, to where we've seen them in different circumstances, different scenarios. We don't have that yet. Garo as a main villain has had like, what was it, Tank Top confrontation, the Metal Bat confrontation, the Watchdog confrontation, the Team 8 confrontation, the Genos Bang Bomb confrontation, the Rover like 6 to 8 confrontations already that have completely elaborated upon the strength. But we don't even have one for Metal. Like, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, and like I think I was just thinking about it as you were saying it. Like the comparison is we've seen Giro go all out as far as we know. Like we've seen her new like fully powered up 300 times gravity, planetoid like seal things like that. But we haven't seen Meta Knight go all out. So I wouldn't be surprised if when we see Meta Knight go out, it's just going to be like on a different level. But until then, like we've unfortunately got to go with what we can see.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, the next one is lopsided as fuck. Hellfire Flame versus the Meteor.
Wait, hang on. When you say we need to make this clear, when you say lopsided, who are you going for? Because this could be an argument.
Oh, you think we could argue this? I'm 100% going for the Meteor.
That is the ultimate counterpoint. You cut out just as you said that.
Oh, I'm going for the Meteor for sure.
Oh, yeah, Meteor. There we go. That's fine. Everything's fine. Podcast is still together, everyone. This is like a civil war.
Oh shit! What could Hellfire do to the Meteor? Nothing, right?
The only thing is if you could get away from it. That is literally the only thing I could think of. But because of how big the Meteor is, it's like country-sized. It's not like it's unless you're. I think honestly. Unless, like I said before, you like Dragon Plus, then you can do that. If you can basically, it's like if you can get away from the massive blast, then you've won because the Meteor's done. But it's not going to happen. Yeah, I think everyone's saying the same thing. Meteor.
Genos couldn't get away. Bane didn't even try to get away. Metal Knight, I think he tried to get away. I'm not sure about that.
Well, Meta Knight wasn't even really there, so he didn't even bother because he was just like, "Oh, I've got another drone, so I don't really care."
True, yeah. And plus, he could just fly up, and that would probably like avoid have to. Oh, damn. Could nah. I mean, could you think? Like right when the meteor hits, he like runs up to the top of the highest skyscraper and jumps up as high as he can. So all the destruction just happens on the ground, and then he just floats back down.
But I don't think he's got enough. Like, there's no way Hellfire is slicing the Meteor. There's no way. Like, he's got the speed, but he's got nothing like destructively powerful enough to attack the Meteor. Like, if he goes up against it, the sword's gonna snap, and then he's just gonna get pummeled.
Bird top and everything. All right. So Greek, if he was dropped the 1 minute vote for us, bro. Yeah, pretty much, man. All right, yeah, 2 for him. The chat is saying, bruh, really? I don't think we should have put the meteor in this, man. People were tripping about this. And then it says, Elbert's saying, are we really gonna argue this? Just run away forehead. All right, yeah, we probably shouldn't even do the 1 minute vote. This is pretty much unanimous. All right, that was it for the groups there. Let's go back to the top now for the actual matchups. Let's see. All right, here comes a fire again. All right. Ooh, this one might get a little bit controversial, maybe a little bit. We have Darkshine versus Galewind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give a quick power synopsis of everything, before we actually get into the discussion of like who's who, or like who does what. So again, give us your thoughts on Darkshine and Gale real fast.
I mean, they're both super impressive, but they're just impressive in very different ways. Like, we haven't seen for Darkshine, everything we've seen is he's basically unstoppable. Like, his just movements can't be stopped from everything. Like, running through opponents, no issue. Like I said before, backhanding, bug guard, everything like that. Like, he's just been like he's basically been a force like no one has been able to touch. This is perfect because it's the unstoppable force against the immovable object. Like, if he's the immovable object, then Galewind, I guess, is like that unstoppable force. He's just this guy who is like he kept up with Flashy Flash for a bit, and like as Flashy Flash said, he could have outsped him, but like he could have finished it sooner. You just want to take them both at the same time. But like obviously, his speed feats against Sonic are very good, and he's got, as far as we can tell, he's got more technique, obviously because he's a ninja. But I think Alloy's. I think his defenses are too ridiculous.
I talked about that earlier too. That like the one real way to deal with overwhelming speed is just stand still. They got to come to you to hit you. So, and this is exactly what this guy does. As we saw, people previously were mentioning that Darkshine went serious for 15 minutes and was able to beat Carnage Kabuto. Bug God transformed big as fuck. We didn't get to see his like the regular issue that we get with One Punch, where those strong ass monsters don't get to show their strength because they get beat like nothing. So we don't really get to see exactly what Bug God can do, but people are leaning pretty heavily towards Bug God being a low dragon in that transformed state. I'm not.
Would.
Good.
I would give him that. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, he's got to be dragon. But my only argument for it is like generally like when we saw Galewind and Hellfire transform, they turned into dragons. Like, we saw it clear that they were dragons, but he didn't. So maybe he's more like Demon Plus in that kind of sense. So like he's borderline just before dragon.
So should we hold on to that claim because we do get that definitely? Like, because what you said is true. Like, but for example, like a guy like Chose didn't get a declaration of disaster level, but Bakuzan did in that same arc. So it makes me think, anybody who transforms or gets stronger, should we just wait for the declaration before anything else?
Didn't Gouketsu call him a demon though? I swear, like, he didn't have the actual thing, but I swear Gouketsu went, oh nice, we got a demon class fighter.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I remember he was like one of the last ones to actually be up and surviving. Besides that, the other heroes that got bodied real fast. So wasn't sure. Okay, so I guess he was actually called a demon, and then all right. So I guess we can just fucking put that bullshit aside, because it's. I don't mean to call it bullshit, viewers, but like, because it is fair speculation. We do see some crazy ass feats from some of these guys that are high demons, and then some dragons. They're not as impressive, but they're still dragons. But I don't know, man.
I mean, we couldn't hold on to it, but it's probably not going to get covered. And then we'll just, I mean, like, we'll have to wait and see what Round 1 come out with. If they go, oh yeah, he's demon, if he's still demon or he's bumped up the dragon, we'll find out. But as impressive Darkshine is, if he's like already backhanding dragons before even getting serious, that's like, we're looking at like Garo levels of kind of feats.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess we said it, man. The speed can get neutralized if you can't pierce it, because he has martial skills. He has that wire work. He has his blade work. But he like, yeah, man. And even there was even a point where Flashy was able to block an attack from both Gale Wind and Hellfire at the same time in the Dragon states with a kunai in his blade. So it's not like his DC or his offensive force is gonna overwhelm like a non-physical fighter. Like he was a speed guy that stopped them both. So I think it's pretty fair to say that they can't pierce through Darkshine's skin. And the other question would be, can Darkshine hit him?
Possibly. I don't. I see the people in the chat saying Darkshine isn't slow. I don't think he's slow, but he isn't Gale Wind kind of speeds.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
I guess like, I don't know. Is it like, you know, someone like, is it like Looney Tunes where someone runs into a wall and they're just pancake?
Bro, with the height that this guy got, it really might be like that. It really might.
Because like any kind of like, I see like he goes through him with the blade, right? Blade just snaps. Like he just it's gonna be like when Saitama grabs Sonic's blade. It crashes. Like any kind of wires, he just moves and they break apart. Like I don't see. I think if it's like fights to death and he's gonna keep going until he can hit him. Like if it's in like a narrow hallway like that as well. I think if he's just coming like you said, like if it doesn't matter how fast they are, if you stay in the same kind of spot, like if they're that good at defensive, like if they're good at holding the ground, it can definitely hold their own. So I would say eventually, because like even if this went on for like hours and hours, even days kind of thing, like eventually he's gonna get tired, right, from all the running around he's got to do. Whereas Darkshine's basically just standing there.
Shit, man. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Darkshine too, pretty convincingly too. All right, so before we continue, congratulations to Ibris Bilgin. We're gonna make you a official mod from now on, bro. You've been in the chat for quite a few streams, bro. You're always active. Just hop into the Discord sometime this week, and then we can give you official statuses or whatever. Try to be active in there as well. But you're now a mod for us, bro. I really appreciate all your attendance.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, let's get it popping for that 1 minute vote. Let us know what you think about the matchup. All right. So Confusion says probably not on the level of speed as Gale, but he's no joke. CK says I would say some like Evil Eye are Dragon 2, even though it's never said. Ooh, Evil Eye a dragon?
Maybe. I don't know.
That's Googling. Yeah. I would say high demon.
He's borderline at least. He's either like high demon or low dragon, I think.
All right. Well, another 1 minute vote. One Nation says congrats, dude. Yeah, congratulations, Ebers. Chubb says Darkshine. Confusion says Darkshine. Darkshine, yeah. Unanimous Darkshine, man. Fuck, bro. These speed guys can't catch a break. Alright, up next. Ooh. Wow. Melzargard versus Genos.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
I started last time. Do you want to start this time?
Fuck, man. Alright. So Melzargard is an official declared dragon, and we'll be using current Genos. Melzargard's primary feature is his ability to regenerate, along with these metallic orbs, ceramic orbs, whatever, that sustain the consciousness or life of the beings that he's united with. Believe he had 5 in total, or 6, something like that. I think it's 5. And they're all manifested inside different heads. That's where he keeps the balls. He's also able to split the balls in his body into several different individuals that are also combative. I wouldn't say that they're as strong as when they're together as a whole, but they're very, very capable on their own. Melzargard was able to fight several S-class heroes at the same time. Puri-Puri, Bang, Atomic Samurai, Metal Bat. All high-class fighters. Bang and Atomic Samurai are both at the top of the S-class. Metal Bat has the capability called Fighting Spirit, which is intrinsic and almost indomitable. And Puri-Puri is the lowest of the S-class, but he's still pretty fucking tough. They didn't take that long to beat him, but because of how his power works, it was longer than it needed to be. Like, a lot longer than it needed to be. Atomic Samurai went in, cutting him down. Bang deflected a few of his hits like nothing, but he got fucked over once pretty badly, even though he tanked it like a sandwich. Puri-Puri caught 1 or 2 of Melzargard's attacks, but he wasn't really having that much success. And Metal Bat was doing all right. None of the guys really got outmatched, like, combat-wise, but it wasn't like they had an easy time. On the other hand, well, I'll let you elaborate on Genos.
So I'm just to make clear, because the chat's good. I was talking to the chat about it. Is it Elder Centipede Genos we're looking at?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So when we say current, we mean Elder Centipede, not like his new upgrade, because we haven't seen enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if we're going off current Genos, like, apart from Saitama, he's the only guy to kind of mortally or like hurt a executive level monster. Like, we've seen like his speed feats. Like, he's gone toe to toe with some, like, with Garo first of all. Like, before Garo obviously got his power boost, like, he was quite easily handling Garo. And like, he's got a large variety of attacks. Obviously, he's got signature glue shoes. He's got the blades. He's got, obviously, he can fly. Yeah, I mean, he can kind of fly. And he's got, like, obviously, and you know, he's got his Genos. He's got the fire. He's got the fire attacks. He's got machine gun blow. That level of Genos and like, that took everything out of him, but that level is one of the biggest. Like, that's what's really edging me towards Genos. Also, he's smart. We've seen this, like, in his fight against G4. Like, he figured out by using the fire extinguisher to hurt G4 and beat him that way. He's not an idiot. Like, he's not like one of these guys, like, when the other guys fought against Melzargard, everyone was like, smashing's the only way I know, but Genos is a bit more tactical, at the very least.
Yeah, I remember that. We actually got a whole panel of Yan complaining that these guys are knuckleheads. All they know how to do is one thing.
Yeah. But I suppose the question is, like, is there anything stopping? Because we know that the marbles in the head, they're not strong. Like, it's like, anyone quite easily crushed them, of like the S-class heroes. Is there anything stopping Genos from just instantly, like, incinerating them and kind of like blasting and destroying the marbles?
My thing is that we saw Atomic slice the fuck out of Melzargard, the full body, several times, and he didn't catch the marbles. There's more than one marble in there, and they're placed in different areas, and he cut his head open several times. The marbles didn't break. He didn't find the marbles. So it's not as easy as just attacking him and locating it. He's either able to maneuver them around or whatever it may be. It's not as easy as just hitting him in the head and you find the marble. So I'm like, and I see that we write in the chat that Ibris wrote, Genos vaporizes him, realizes his marbles, and destroys the marbles. If 4 knuckleheads, it took them, let's say 5 minutes, right? Something like that. Say it took them 5 minutes on a whim to find out that there's marbles there. And it was Metal Bat, I believe, who first popped the first one. So one of the knucklest of the knuckleheads. Genos not only was able to fucking employ the carbon monoxide thing strategy up against G4, but he also realized that he can implement slime, or he had a slime upgrade implemented into his armor, so he can combat speed guys as well. So he's actively thinking of ways to improve himself and to weaken his enemies around him. But this isn't a preparation fight. This is a head-on situation. We also saw Melzargard with one slice take off Nyanya's arm. As I mentioned before, with a hammer form, he can also shape his limbs into different kinds of weapons, blades, hammers, whatever it may be, mallets. He slammed Bang and threw him fucking across like a few city blocks or a city block. Popped his ass. It was a pretty destructive attack. I'm not so sure that Melzargard hitting Genos won't take him out. I don't mean one hit. I mean like, consecutive in a battle type shit. He's obviously strong. He can block. We've seen him block Royal Ripper's slashes, even though he fucked up his armor. We've seen him block kick some strong ass people, but they do fuck him up at certain times. We've seen him get cut up literally in half by EC, and he was able to re-attack himself. So he can deal with getting fucked up to a certain extent. It's just how much is a guy like fucking Melzargard gonna fuck you up? Like, there's even I have a post a gif all the time of fucking Atomic Samurai having to dodge Melzargard's like spear limbs that were coming at him like a fucking Gatling while he was slicing them up. That's pretty fucking impressive and shit. I'm not saying that Genos couldn't deal with something like that, but I don't want us to underestimate Melzargard's offensive capability.
I'm not underestimating Melzargard at all. He's dragon level for a reason. Like, he's the best thing about him is his adaptability. Like, he can shapeshift, and obviously he can separate into 5. That's great, but it's just because of everything we've seen from Genos, his offensive ability, his speed. Like, currently, I think it's like I don't even know what I'm saying. I think it's mostly like I think Melzargard would get some hits in on him, but I think Genos is too fast, and he's, like I said, he's smart as well. And like we've seen, like if you want to like compare rates of power, like I'm not saying obviously he's got like obviously Melzargard. I think in terms of close range combat, Melzargard beats him in terms of physical strength, but we've seen what the long range like fire can do from Genos. Like early Genos destroyed like a mountain. Like current Genos, like you saw how big like the incineration cannon blast get at full power, like the jet arrow as well.
He fucked over all of EC. He literally fucked over EC. Yeah, he beat EC. Fuck, man. It's just I think the Zhoniin of me is coming out when I'm pushing that narrative from Melzargard, because I never hear anybody talking about Melzargard, but he was so impressed with me. But you're right, man. Genos, not only was that jet arrow crazy, like the jet arrow was city block level itself. Like he could have fucked over city block just with that single kick. But then he incinerated all of EC. That's like half of a city right there. And he had to like change his carapace out, and then he got even bigger and stronger. But like, and then when you said it earlier, bro, I didn't even think about it like that. But yeah, I think Genos is the only one to seriously injure an executive. The only one besides Saitama. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Fuck, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Genos too, man. Ebers, if you'll do the 1 minute vote thing in the chat. Let's see what these boys are thinking as of yet. So, by the way, if anybody new that just came in, we are talking about the Genos that fought Elder Centipede as current, not the newest upgrades. One Nation says Genos is mainly based on firepower. That's true. CK says Genos probably can't one-shot. He'd need to go through and take each orb out. Ooh, that'd be... Alright. Once he found one orb, though, the rest of them did pretty easily take them out. So I'm assuming it wouldn't be that much longer compared to what they did to take it out.
Because as we saw, like, Melzargard keeps hiding more in his head. He's not, like, hiding them in various parts of his body to make him more difficult. He hides them all in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like... If Bang could figure it out, I don't see what Genos can't figure out either.
Hell yeah. Kid Rick says, I think Melzargard would win 1-on-1 because EC Genos is not stronger than Bang or Atomic Samurai. Ooh. Agreed, but I don't know, man. Those matches are pretty tough. I remember in the Genos Bang Bomb versus Garo fight, Garo was fucking, as no homo, he's he was sucking off Genos for quite a bit, but he's like, oh, this guy's tough as fuck, dog. He's strong as hell. He was giving praise to Genos, even combat wise, hand to hand. So it's not like Genos is trash. Not to mention him like popping his limbs off, the wires that he has to capture people. Genos is fucking effective as hell, man. Eber says, I don't think he could touch Genos. Genos got some crazy firepower. True. Greek says, Melzargard had shit durability. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I wouldn't say shit. We didn't really get the chance to see his durability because he got sliced through every time or smashed through every time, but they were S-class guys. Let's see. CK also says, if Mel can hit Bang, then he can definitely hit Genos if he gets overconfident. Damn. Why didn't you think about that? Damn. Okay. Alright, and then One Nation also says Genos is one of his weaker forms, destroyed a mountain in one blast. Yeah. Alright, so then let's see, underneath the 1 minute vote that Ebro's posted, Confusion says Genos, One Nation Genos. Ooh, Kendrick is holding on Melzargard. Alright, that. For their army. CK says I'm going for Mel against EC Genos. Okay. And David Boots one, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat. I've seen you quite a bit. Yeah, Melzargard fought 4 S classes: Bang, Puri-Puri, Atomic Samurai, and Metal Bat. In chapter 20 something, I think it was. It was like 27 to like 29, something like that, I believe. All right, that pretty much locks it in with Genos over Melzargard. Damn, man. Genos finally got a W.
All it took was a couple fans shouting at everyone why he's the best. That's all it took for people to appreciate it.
Oh, shit. All right, up next in the front matchups, we have Flashy Flash versus Silverfang. Wow. God damn, bro. Oh. Your turn.
It cut out for me. I need to see who. Flash versus who?
Versus Silverfang.
Oh. It is my turn.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm thinking of... Right, Flash. Just get us off the board. He's the faster of the two. 2 dragons at the same time is very impressive. But Bang, I feel like we haven't seen enough of either is the problem. I guess the best thing we can say about Bang is when Garo was fighting against Genos and then Bang stepped up, he was bodying Garo. Like, no issues at all. Like, everything Garo was trying, Bang was just doing bigger and better. But... yeah, was Garo dragon level at that point?
This is all speculation, bro. So whatever you think is as good as what I think. But I personally think Garo became a dragon when he deflected Galley's bullets. That was when he, to me, became a dragon. Everything after that was the feat to a dragon. Fighting 3 S-level fighters at the same time and surviving, and then even counterattacking at 7 points. Taking on Royal Ripper, Bug God, taking on Mighty Mouse or Super Mouse and the boys, taking on Rover, taking on Orochi. Those are all feats that only a dragon could do. So I think he was a dragon when he fought them.
Okay. Because it boils down to me. Like, I suppose if I had to, if we go back to your argument from before, is like, because Flash has definitely got the speed, but Silverfang's got the technique, is the thing. So, do you think Flash's speed is going to be enough to, like, if we're going back to, like, you know, standing still, like, fortifying yourself, is going to be enough to counter this kind of attack, like, these kind of attacks? Is that enough to do? Is that enough to stop him?
Fuck, man. Like, okay, here's when I think of Flashy Flash, here's what I think. I think it's like, if there's a point E, think of a straight line. point A and point B. And let's put Bang at the center of that straight line. So the center of the line is point C. I think that from getting from point A to point B, Flashy Flash is only going to do one attack, one slash. Compared to Atomic, who getting from point A to point B might take a lot more time, but he's going to cut you 1,000 times every step. So my question is, if Flashy Flash speed blitzes Fang, does Fang technically just have to block one slash? Because that's what he did to beat that's the Flashy Slashes. It's one quick as fuck slash. You know, besides that, he's jumping around, maneuvering to cut you multiple times, but he's moving distance to do that. While Atomic is standing there in one place and moving his blade that many times. So I'm like, if we can speculate that Silver Fang might be able to block a few Atomic slashes, for sure he's blocking 1 or 2 slashes for Flashy. Because Flashy's cutting speed is not the same as his movement speed, as far as we've seen. So honestly, yeah, I think Silver Fang could block or could deflect a slash. I don't know about a Flashy slash, but yeah.
Yeah, it's this one's really difficult. I feel like I think it is. It's something I'm not even allowed to. I can't even get the words out for. Which is why I was a great addition for this stream. But yeah, I think I'm going to go for Silver Fang as well.
Fuck, man, I don't even know if I want to go for Silver Fang though, cause like
I know I feel guilty.
Yeah, man.
But I guarantee if I went for Flashy, I'd be like, but Bang though.
Yeah, man, yeah, Bang in there, bro. Oh fuck, bro. Like the anime pissed me the fuck off with that recent episode. But when they showed, yeah.
I get you. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But when Silver walked up to fucking that the boxing monster, forgot his name, like
fist fight,
yeah, fist fight, bro. Like that barrage, bro. It was literally like a One Piece Gatling, like Luffy's Gatling. Just, I'm like, fuck, bro. Like Fang is fast as hell, but like,
Grimm. For 2,000 subs, can you please just make like a Gatling compilation where like every kind of like combo is just dubbed over with your Gatling noise? I remember a few months ago you had the flashy kicks as well. Yeah, I didn't forget. North remembers and all that, but I need it. 2K subs, you get on that Gatling combo compilation.
Oh fuck, bro! I got you, dog. I got you, Gatling compilation. Oh shit! Oh, as a matter of fact, to go back to the argument, when I was talking about the distance thing, right, from going from point A to point B, when he attacked 100 eyes, he did that. Like he attacked 100 eyes and he did a bunch of slashes all over his body, and they were just flying through. But they were like single slashes. It was like he'd be, you know, at point A and he'd do a slash, point B he'd do a slash, point C he'd do a slash. It was like that. It wasn't like Atomic where like he'd get in front of you, do 100 slashes, and then he'll take another step, do another 100. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Atomic can do a lot more attacks in one space than what Flashy can do. So that's why I believe that like Fang should be able to deflect more of Flashy's attacks in certain spaces than what he should be able to deflect of Atomic. But at the same time, it's not like it's not. If they're in a room, I'm not saying that Flashy can't hop all over the room and slash Bang a bunch of times while he's flying around. I'm just saying how many of those slashes will Bang be able to deflect? Because we're not as little as we've seen from Bang, like Matt mentioned. That nigga's fast as fuck. Bang is fast as fuck. Damn, bro, this is guilt.
I suppose you also look at like this, like going back to Garo. Garo, like when he started, he's basically like a weak, not like where he is now. Like let's say before he became Dragon, he was like a weaker Bang, really, with his skills. Garo was already starting to deflect, like opponents' attacks, like A-class level opponents and S-class level like opponents, like Metal Bat's Tornado, what's his name, Spring Mustachio, Golden Ball, their attacks as well. So I suppose you want to scale it up. It would make sense that Bang could do something similar, yeah?
Ooh, like you're a fucking god for that. When Golden Ball decided to change his tactics and he used deflection, like where his projectiles were like flipping all around fucking Garo, and Garo sidestepped all of them with the entire trajectory or whatever. That's what makes me think of what Flashy Flash would do. Flashy Flash would literally be that projectile, just bouncing around, flying everywhere, like coming at you from different directions, different areas with attacks. And if, just like you mentioned, if Garo could do it at that level, I'm not adverse to thinking that Bang could probably do that at a much higher amplified level. But this is something that CK just wrote, and I'm not sure how much weight I want to put on it, but I think it should be addressed. He says, "Can't redirect what you can't see." So yeah, we're fucked. Fuck, man. What do you final vote, man? What are you going for?
Bang, yeah.
Bang. Fuck, man. Bro, what up? Oh, man. Fuck, dog. I don't know, bro. Because he got a sword. Oh, two dragons, man. I don't know, bro. I gotta go with Flashy, bro. I'm gonna let other people decide. All right. Ebris, if you drop the 1 minute vote. All right. So, One Nation says Bang will put up a good fight, though. Greek asks, can Bang hit him? That's a question, man. Oh, damn. Yeah, we were talking about half the discussion was, could fucking Bang deflect Flash's attacks? We didn't even once mention Bang hitting Flashy, bro. God damn. Confucius says Flashy until we see just how insane Bang really is. Maybe. Greek and One Nation say our Lord Showerhead. Showerhead is a fan favorite, bro. That name.
Damn right he is. God of treasure.
Chubb says Garo was going even with Genos, who fought Orochi and Bang, came in and destroyed, and we still haven't seen his full power. Damn, bro. Oh, let me read that again. Garo was going even with Genos, who fought Orochi. Bang came in and destroyed, and we still haven't seen his full power. Okay, so he's hyping up Bang. Ibra says shower coup. Shower head over Orochi. I think it's trolling, right?
That's my. Hey, we were predicting how the fight's going to happen. Maybe Saitama's just going to pick up Showerhead and he's just going to spray him, and that's how it's going to end. Technically, Showerhead gets the win.
Confirmed.
But no, it's going to be one punch.
Bro, I really hope that doesn't happen next chapter, bro. I really fucking hope it doesn't happen, man. I need 155 pages next chapter. I need it.
I would think I'd only be okay if it was 155 pages showing different angles of the.
You cut out there at the end.
I don't know if I would like the idea of a 155 chapter, but it is just 155 different angles of the punch happening.
Stop! Before the punch, after the punch, during the punch. Bro, stop, bro.
They could go Hunter Hunter, just full on what everyone's thinking. Just pages.
Oh, fuck, man.
Okay. But I wouldn't mind a Saitama Orochi fight in any case. And it's probably been a lot over a minute now.
Yeah. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah. Reminders from Chubb and One Nation, the webcomic spoilers, guys. Let me see. Let's get into it. All right. So, oh, wow. All right. Confusion says Bang. Ibris says Bang. Oh, shit. One in Greek say Flashy. All right. Tied at 3. Kendrick and Chubb say Bang. 5-3. TK says Flashy. Oh, shit. What's up, Cosmic Vegas? Vegas, welcome to the chat, bro. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Bang. Cosmic says bang. Oh, damn, 6-4, bro. And then Townsy. Hey, what's up, Townsy? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the chat, man. Townsy says bang running that fade. Fuck, dog. Townsy had to put it over the top, man. Fuck, man. So 7-4, bang takes it. This is fucking. Townsy also says, tough one. We're gonna have to give it to Silverfang. He can keep up and learn.
That's fair. Like, I mean, we were debating about it, and generally from what I've seen, like, a lot of votes go one way. This might be, like, the closest kind of, like, verses we've had.
Fuck, man. This really was, man. I think once the other guys see this, they're gonna fucking bitch. Alright. So that's pretty.
That's scared everyone to show up, just go, flashy flash!
Zhoniin was hyping him up too, man. Alright. The next one we got. Oh, let me see what y'all think of this. Metal Bat versus Gouketsu.
Right, you're gonna have to seriously convince me, because as far as I'm concerned, Gouketsu's winning. And I don't mean just this match. I'm on about, like, the tournament.
Whoa! 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 What a claim, man! What a fucking claim, nah, bro. With the people still in the tournament, I can't say that. There's some crazy ones in here, bro. All right, let's get it started. So, all right, this all hinges on the term fighting spirit. As readers, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go off just me. I'm not. Fuck that shit.
Sorry, my YouTube channel just put the thumbnails come through. It's the thumbnail.
Oh shit! It is a thumbnail, isn't it? Huh? Oh shit! Matchup for the week, then I guess. Yeah. Okay, so the way fighting spirit works is that the more damage he takes, he gets stronger, and it's not some like. At a certain point, it's that throughout the fight, continuously, with every attack, he seems to get stronger and faster. And he seems to be able to take more and more damage. It seems like the damage that he takes, he's able to just deal with it. There was even a point where fucking Garo was putting an entire carbonated fist barrage on Metal Bat, and Metal Bat went right through it and attacked Garo. He's escalating through the very fight until the end point where he was going to kill Garo with one attack. My question is, and this is like just be pure you, no influence from anybody else, because bro, y'all don't realize, like, because Zhoniin knows so much, a lot of things that he say, and because he's sensible and shit like that, it goes into what your head, it goes to what you're thinking. So you have to, like, it's hard sometimes to differentiate between like what's just your opinion and like the logic that Zhoniin puts out there and shit like that. Because sometimes it does contradict like my whole thoughts on Atomic versus Flashy, but then other times it's like he has information that we just don't have. Not webcomic spoilers, but like from the story that he remembers a lot more than us sometimes, so he can push it in there. But the reason why I'm having so much trouble not mentioning it so much is that I think he told us that Metal Bat is like invincible or something like that. But from the story, I don't think it's that. Like, especially at the end when Zenko bopped him over the head and he was out. I'm rambling, but just bear with me. Murata is a fucking god because whenever he makes a fight, you just don't know what's coming, bro. Like, when I say he fought two demons, he fought two demons, or two tigers, and then fought two demons, and then came a dragon, and then came a demon. I thought he was gonna go back to fight that dragon again. I swear to God on everything. Like, I was like, Metal Bat versus EC again. Let's go. I thought he was gonna beat him, bro. Like, that's the type of craziness that Murata brings. Like, the unexpected, what should not be done, what cannot be done. He makes it look plausible, sensible, and fucking raw. So I wasn't adverse to thinking that he could fight EC, but Zenko knock him over the head? No, no. If he would have went to go fight EC, he would have died. There's this stereotypical fanboy opinion for One Piece that oh, Zoro only fucking got knocked out in the recent chapter because the fight was over, or Zoro only relaxes after the fight ends. He can always keep going. That's fanboying. That's not how the narrative works. So I'm going to claim it exactly how it is. Metal Bat fought a dragon and a demon. I think he couldn't fight after that point. So that means there may be a limit to fighting spirit that's correlated with his durability. If his durability is 100 and you're dealing consecutive damage, if he doesn't get stronger than you before his durability reaches 0, you can beat him.
Okay.
What's up, man? Talk about Gouketsu, man. Go ahead. Hype him up.
Okay, so you brought the point about Zoro, and I kind of feel like that's the point for Metal, because like I think he's got to be focused on someone, right? And maybe that's like how fighting spirit works. Is like you've got to have like someone, like he was up against constant opponents, and in his mind he was like, you know what, I need to. He had no doubt that he was going to go up against Elder Centipede after facing Garo. He had no issue with that. And I fully believed him at the time as well. Like I was fully like, he's gonna go fight Garo, and no matter what, he's gonna go up against Elder Centipede again. I don't disagree with that. But I think there's got to be a limit to him, only because of what Zenko did. Because like his limit's great. I mean, he got blasted across the city by Elder Centipede and just got back up and was like, I'm gonna carry on. But I think there's got to be some form of limit to him. Because, like I said, Zenko was like, all right, that's enough now. Maybe it's just, like, something Zenko can do because it's his little sister, and he would, like, never show fighting spirit against his, like, little sister because, as we've seen, he, like, cares about it too much. But I think durability can work, but everything we've seen from Gouketsu just indicates he's, like, one of the strongest dragons we've ever seen. Like, the point I always bring up with Gouketsu, but Bakuzan was a dragon as well. Gouketsu for a punch, and another dragon level in this tournament was like, I'm not fighting you. He literally went, I will never beat that person. He accepted, after getting a massive power boost, I cannot beat you. That punch that Gouketsu threw not only totaled the stadium, but a big chunk of the city behind it as well. Everything we've seen about him, he's not only got power, but he's got something very rare for people who've got that kind of size. He's got technique as well. Like Suiryu, obviously Suiryu was a lot weak then, but he was like keeping up with Suiryu and Chose's fight. He he was blocking his attacks no problem. Like he is like, even before he transformed, he was like this renowned martial artist. He was the first winner of the super fight that ever. And maybe like I haven't seen enough of maybe Metal Back, maybe. Like I've seen people in the chat go, if it's if it's a long drawn out fight, then possibly. But I just can't see, from what we've seen of Gouketsu, Metal Bat like surviving more than a couple of his punches.
You got 3 seconds to get up. You got 3 seconds to get up. You got 3. Oh, it was frightening. Like, and it makes it so much worse. His design was so fucking good, and he just got fucking manhandled, bro. Like,
just one other point I could put up for him is he had a very tiny, like Gouketsu had a very tiny fight against Genos, another S-class opponent, right? Sure, Genos was weakened at this point, but from just that one attack that Gouketsu launched on him, he in his head was like, right, the only way we're going to beat this guy is if Master Saitama and the other S-classes, we all team up against him and a controlled fight. That's what it is. Like, just Gouketsu's, like, if he even recognized, like, Metal Bat as like a stronger opponent, he wouldn't mess around. He wouldn't even be like, you got 3 seconds. I think he'd just go, right, okay, I've gone to put you down. Bam.
Damn, man. Fuck, bro. All these fucking fucked up matchups, man. Why can't my boys get a break, man? Fuck. That guy was indomitable. All right, I'll give it to you. Two for Gouketsu. All right, Greek, this time if you could put the 1 minute vote down. Let's see what the chat's thinking about this one so far. Alright.
How about just isn't getting the wins? Like, it sucks, because, like, he's up against him, you know, with what they did to him in the latest episode, you know, a bit of everything. It's just not...
Yeah, man. It's not going good right now, bro. What did you think about the episode, quick, fast?
Things I liked. things I felt like it's my kind of issue with kind of season 2. Like the pacing is like too quick. There's no kind of time for things to like kind of land and take a moment for people to take in what's going on. Like the whole point of like Metal Bat is you're supposed to go like Metal Bat's amazing, but I feel like you don't get those moments to go like, whoa, Metal Bat's amazing. Like it just kind of goes past it. Okay, next scene, and then it goes a bit too fast. And like Metal Bat should have been done. Like everyone should have been talking about Metal Bat after this episode. Because when we all read it, everyone was like, everyone loved Metal Bat. I love Metal Bat. Everyone loves Metal Bat. You love Metal Bat. I just feel like there's no kind of real way that everyone was going like. No, I'm just disappointed. No one was like Metal Bat, you know.
I've actually heard. What was it? I think it was Chubb, or my YouTube channel in the chat that mentioned that he heard people talking shit about Metal Bat as of late in the community, for the anime community only, and that's unacceptable. Like, as you put it, bro. Like, this is if you happen to be an anime only for some goddamn reason in this live stream right now, watching this video, that's one of the greatest pleasures of reading manga. The fact that the picture is interpreted by you, like, and how good the author does with motion. You can see the motion in the picture. You can see what's actually happening, and you can take it in completely. And then you have as much time as you need to take in all the detail and grasp it completely. Like, the biggest thing I noticed was that fight was done quick as fuck. Like, even the dialogue was like, it was just too quick. And they even left out the one of the scenes where fucking Metal Bat, after he smacked the lid, the street lid, I forgot what that's called, the manhole lid, I guess. Yeah. He smacked that shit, and then he did that on purpose, bro. Like he aimed, and then it comes back and smack fucking Garo, and he uses trajectory and pushed him into it. Like he was fucking badass.
I can't find that anywhere. Like genuinely, in like on Shonen Jump, on like the manga volumes, like that's not in any of the fights anymore. Like, I don't know why, because it was such a good bit, and it showed how good, like, it gave Metal Bat an edge, like, he actually won something against Garo.
That's in the volume, isn't it? It should be in the volume.
Like, he hits it back, but, like, that little clash, where eventually, like, it hits Garo back in the face, that's not in the volume.
What? Because if you go on Manga Dex, it's the one that I've been using to reread, because I like it more as of yet, they have it in there, but... Bro, you don't have to like show me the physical volume where it doesn't have it in there. Why would they remove that?
I don't know. It's one of my favorite bits of the fight, and I can't find it anywhere like in the official releases.
What the fuck?
But I think it's in like the Metal Bat Garo fight. It's the small stuff as well. So like when Metal Bat hits Garo after he's like got another power boost, like the building cracks. I thought that was good. But like there's a bit where the cars jump. Like where the cars like bounce from the floor. So
that was unacceptable.
Like that. It was like that.
How, bro? I that's one of the things that like it. Okay, I like, how do I put this? It didn't register immediately, but I knew that something was wrong. I was waiting for that panel, and I was like, huh? And I didn't even realize the fight ended and the panel didn't show up. But like, where was the soda can, bro? Where was that? Like, where were the cars jumping on? What did you do? What I don't. And this is my biggest problem with season 2. We're gonna get on with the vote in a second, guys. But why? Why do I keep seeing red backgrounds? What are these like? What? Draw the background. What the fuck are you doing? That's half of the art. Draw the street. Draw the roads. Draw the buildings. Draw that shit. What? Let's keep it pushing with this fight, man, because that episode pissed me off greatly. You can't disrespect that kind of fight. Cosmos Vega says, you can't use fighting spirit when Gouketsu picks you up and literally rips you in half. He tripped, bro. Chubb says, metal thumbnail incoming. Hell yeah, bro. Greek says, Metal Bat is terrible against martial artists. Yeah, that's what we saw so far. CK says, Metal Bat only fought 3 minutes against Kabuto. God damn. Yeah, I mean, it's Kabuto though, bro. Kendrick says, damn, Metal Bat about to get annihilated. Townsy says, Metal Bat really about to get mopped. Let me see. Oh, wow. CK says, Kabuto would probably get destroyed by Gouketsu, too. Yeah, that'd be closer, though. A lot closer. Let me see. Alright, this is a string of messages, but I think I'm going to try to string them together. Ibra says, he lost because he stopped taking damage. the effect of fighting spirit was gone. Murata himself said that he would beat dragons. Okay. I give more credit to that. Okay. He also says he's got no limit. That's the problem. That's probably where Zhoniin's getting that too. Fuck, man. Because it's not like this isn't webcomic information. That's speculation. If Murata himself says it, that's like author confirmation or side note and shit. So we kind of do have to take that into account at certain times. But when you say he can defeat dragons, that doesn't tell me he can beat every dragon. Like, no matter what you say, Metal Bat is not beating Phoenix Man. That's never happening. So I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping with my Gouketsu vote. I don't think that he can surmount the Gouketsu obstacle. One Nation says he needs to be in fighting spirit at that moment he lost it. All right. He also says Gouketsu plays with his opponents, so he would flick Bat, and then Bat would already be strong enough. Stop playing, bro. Okay, Confusion says Gouketsu. Alright, let me see that. Alright. Gouketsu, Bat. Oh, one for Bat. Alright. One Nation says Bat as well. Alright. Tao Z says Gouketsu slaps. Oh, Confusion says that the fighting scene we were referencing was removed because Murata thought it was inaccurate. You're going to have to drop me the link for that shit, bro, because that shit was not inaccurate. CK mentions or elaborates that because Metal Bat was using a tackle, wasn't in his character, I guess.
I guess he would use I guess it makes sense he would use a bat, but I always kind of took him as like a delinquent kind of style fight, so like anything goes kind of fight for him.
Literally. That wasn't out of his character in my opinion at all. But it's Murata that's writing it, so like I said, guys, if you guys can drop the reference for that, that would help a lot, not just for this discussion, but just in general. So I'll put to the Discord for that. Gouketsu says Gouketsu as well, so Gouketsu takes it 7-2. Damn, bro. Fuck, dog. Fuck, man. Alright. Next we have Elder Centipede versus Glory Boss. Can we just get this one, Matt?
Oh no, Gorobas is pretty amazing. He's got the acid. You know, also Acid Demon Showerhead, and he's the best.
Yeah, bro. He's taking this one, right? Yeah,
go, yeah.
Ooh. This one should have been a thumbnail too, bro. Oh shit. Alright. Next we have Overgrown Rover versus Watchdog Man. Oh.
Okay.
This is you, Matt.
It's me. It is me. Yes, I am. Yeah. I don't like. It comes down to like what we've seen of them, and as much as like I've got like obviously I'm very much a big believer like, you know, simple design means power, like, and I think he's got that kind of thing to him, yeah. But oh wait, never mind. Someone else can take it.
Wait, somebody else join us?
Who could it be? I know who it is, but you don't.
Ah! Oh boy, Zoe! What's going on, baby? Oh, I think he's still putting his draws on.
Well, there we go. What a fantastic entrance. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot. I was like talking and then I forgot I didn't plug my mic in. What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Alright, let's get into this. Who are we on right now?
We got Overgrown Rover versus Watchdog Man.
Oh shit, this is the classic match.
Hell yeah. Oh, before you start, at the beginning of every matchup, we're giving like a quick synopsis or quick thoughts on like both the characters before we give our opinions. So it's your turn.
Alright. Watchdog Man. There's no way that we can, in good faith, give him the win here. Because we just don't know if he's strong enough. Whenever I talk about, I used to have a video made about this, and people got really pissed at what I said in that video. It got way more dislikes than what my videos usually do. And I honestly was just telling the truth. It was like, look, if you want to put Watchdog Man in the top 3, that's fine. But he's just not currently. And like only a top 5, top 3 guy is really going to be able to take on Overgrown Rover. The only feats of power that we have from Watchdog Man is what everybody knows. He schooled Hero Hunter Garo. But that's it. Like, we haven't seen him take a shot. We don't really have quite an understanding of what his speed's like. His power's pretty good. But on the other hand, we know everything about Overgrown Rover. I mean, now we definitely do. Like, all of the info about him running into Saitama, that was like under wraps for the longest time. So now we know that if like Saitama punches him, he doesn't explode. So he's got pretty high durability, I suppose. Also on top of taking pre-woke Garo, or the half monster Garo's transformation. It's like full power punch. He took that, shook it off. Infamous moment. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that separates both of them.
Matt?
No, I mean, Tony's pretty much laid it out. Like, we don't have enough to go on for Watchdog Man. Like, as much as I want to say, like, he's strong because of his design, we haven't seen fully, apart from obviously when, like, you know, he played Shake with Garo. Whereas in comparison to that, we've obviously seen what Rover did to Garo, a much stronger Garo at that point as well, where, you know, obviously we got the famous sit moment, and obviously just the heat blasts. So I guess until we see more from him, it would be Rover, yeah.
Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. So the Garo that we saw up against Watchdog wasn't dragon. He wasn't like low dragon either. As I mentioned, in my personal opinion, I think whenever he blocked Death Gatling's assault, that's when he became dragon status, in my opinion. So going off of that like bias statement, the Watchdog we saw up against Demon Garo, he, as you mentioned, he completely bodied him. Like his inferiority towards the non-humanoid aspect may take a lot more out of the situation than what I'm giving it to. But let's say that like Watchdog Man's fighting style, just in general, is just tough as fuck, regardless if Garo had ever fought it before or not, right? That overwhelming level has to be higher. I would even give it enough to put it at like dragon level, right? Because he beat him so easily, and even the fact Garo decided to incorporate the his running style and his evasive capability or maneuverability into his fighting style. Up against whenever he fought Genos banging bomb, he started to run around on all fours and shit. Bang even pointed it out. So if we look at the Rover confrontation, one thing that I pointed out for both Rover and Orochi was that Garo was exceptionally evasive in those confrontations. It was in the times where he fucked up, or in the times where they outmaneuvered him, that they delivered those like devastating blows. And thank God Garo had enough durability to tank one or two of them from Rover at first. So I'm not like adverse to believing that Watchdog could avoid a few of the blasts from Rover, maybe even quite a bit of Rover's blasts. The question is, how strong do we think he is in terms of durability? Like you mentioned, if Saitama doing that thing to Rover doesn't blow him up, like there's not many niggas who are gonna blow him up. But at the same time, Rover is asleep right now. I'm not saying that anybody we've seen in this series, including Brave Giant, including Darkshine, could do an attack as destructive as fucking that blast. Maybe the Giant Fist Strike would have been close, or like a level down from that, step down from that. But I'm not saying that Watchdog could produce a Giant Fist Strike like that. That's not what I'm saying. So fuck, man. I think I want this fight to be closer than it should be, bro. Like,
No, that's the thing. That's why everybody gets pissed, because they want the fight to be closer. They want Watchdog Man to win.
Fuck.
I agree with what you said. He, based off of what we've seen, he totally should be able to dodge those blasts. But like, it only went so far with Garo, because as soon as Garo started dodging the blast, Rover started like literally spamming them. Like it looked like something out of a video game.
And not to mention, he was like running around the cavern, as if like he was like maneuvering around Garo and shit. Like
Exactly.
he's not stupid. He has like, I guess, instincts, fighting instincts or whatever. Fuck, man. So just 3 for Rover?
I mean, I think we have to, other than it just us coming up with some reason why Watchdog Man would win that isn't present.
Facts. All right. So Ibris, it's your turn this time. If you'll go ahead and drop the 1 minute vote first. Ibris says, if we consider manga feats, the Rover. I guess. Incomplete message. Greek says, don't know yet. Looks like he did though. Yeah, only manga feats, bro. What are you thinking? Kendrick says, I might have to give it to Rover. That's a lot of power for Watchdog Man to handle. You already know, man. Bro, don't ever let anybody downplay Rover's like Big Mama's not doing shit to Rover. Like, don't ever let niggas say that. Ever.
I love Grimm's power spell.
Can
Can you beat Atomic Samurai? Can you beat Flashy Flash? Alright, can you beat Big Mom though? That's it.
Alright, 1 minute Rover, Watchdog. Oh, 1 for Watchdog, huh? Alright. So 6-1 so far. Ibris says Watchdog, Greek says Watchdog, Kendrick says Watchdog. Or excuse me, Rover, they all say Rover, but Ibris says Watchdog. Alright, man.
Hey, I hope we find out that Watchdog Man is strong enough to win one day, whenever the story gets around to it.
Bro. Matt, that's another one, bro. Another one of like, we were talking about earlier how we're 107 chapters into this greatness. Usually in other stories, all the big players have had like 2 or 3 fights to show their strength, something like that. We have several guys who haven't shown a goddamn thing.
Exactly. And like this 107 chapters would probably be like 250 in like a shonen or something.
Yeah.
Because of how long the chapters are.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, that's where we're locking in for that. What's going on, Kike? Bro!
Wait!
Change your name, bro, please!
This is the second time that's happened.
Stop it, please.
Alright, I want to call you Kai. The Q is silent.
Oh, now I see his name. Yeah, his name does look like Kike.
Oh, shit. Welcome to the chat, bro. CK also says he protects the most dangerous city with no trouble. Going by feats, Rover, but I'm not voting for him. All right. So that locks it in. Overgrown wins 6-2.
Oh yeah, going back into that dangerous city thing, it is stated that Watchdog Man patrols the most monster-heavy city, but also, I don't think they were taken into account Z City.
Yeah, they don't even bother protecting that place. Like, that's gone.
Yeah. And there's like the audiobooks convey that there's like secret like dragons that stay in Z City. Just because like they know they're not gonna get fucked with there.
Let me go hide and see, bro.
Like literally.
Oh shit. Alright. Now we're entering Group D. Alright. Now we got Garo versus Zombie Man. Alright.
I'd like to see this in the manga.
Oh shit. Alright. I'll take this one then. So Zombie Man, as we know, is an S-class hero. I think he's ranked like 10? 8?
7.
7. Yeah.
7.
7.
He's most known for being an experiment from.
No, I'm sorry. King is 7. Zombie Man's 8.
8. Okay, yeah, facts. He's an experiment from the House of Evolution, was created in particular. He's one of the most successful ones as his power actually works exceptionally well. We don't necessarily have a complete way to beat it as of current in the storyline. Previously, it was to cut him up into mincemeat. We did see a small variance of that in the pure blood fight, but it wasn't anywhere enough fatal, so we don't know if that's still the same. And as we previously discussed, that isn't mentioned in the wikis that we source. So as of yet, we're gonna hang on to the fact that we don't know how to kill Zombie Man. He has a lot of combat prowess. He did lose 200 times to pure blood, but then all you need is one time to win, and he pulled that off. Garo, as we know, is the fucking hero hunter. We are talking about current Garo, not webcomic Garo, so please no webcomic spoilers.
This is Orochi Garo?
Yeah. This is Orochi Garo.
Alright.
So, in my opinion, I'm gonna go with Garo. The reason why is not because I think he's smart or just because he's so powerful. He collects combat capabilities. So, if we're talking about an individual who can find a way to kill you, the prime example that comes to mind is Child Emperor. His variety of weapons and his intelligence are what allowed him to beat one of the most difficult opponents. Difficult opponents in terms of capabilities. But Garo not only has the whirlwind, the tank top tackle, fighting spirit, the carbonated fist, some of the watchdog run, and possibly other techniques and capabilities from Rover and Orochi because of his crazy fights, and maybe even Garo. What if Garo is psychic now?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Oh shit! I'm gonna pick Garo.
I mean, I kind of feel like Garo kind of has to win this one. I think he could definitely blow Zombie Man apart. Like if he were to hit him with like a whirlwind iron cutting fist or something powerful. But then like, I mean, Zombie Man's going to keep coming back together. And man, Garo just doesn't seem to get tired. I mean, he will get tired eventually, I assume, but like he's been through so much and he's never been like, oh, I can't go on anymore. It's always like, I'm just getting better. So I actually think this might be a bad matchup for Zombie Man. Because I'm sure, like, during the fight, Garo would be like, well, I've noticed that your regeneration takes 0.3 seconds longer when this happens, so now take this and you're dead.
You think that's a thing?
Is that? I don't think it's currently a thing, but I think if it was, Garo would totally be able to figure it out.
Yeah, it's that, and from what we've seen as Zombie Man, I don't think anything he can do can really harm Garo. Like, even like it just in comparison for like when Zombie Man, like, obviously he's got his amplified weapons, but just from the feat of obviously Garo like handling the Gatling from before, I think anything we've seen like that just kind of trumps it really. Like, there's not enough of we haven't seen enough of Zombie Man to say he could actually kind of injure Garo in the first place.
That's a good point too. Like if Hero Hunter Garo was deflecting like straight up death Gatling bullets, like when he's a couple feet away from him, this Garo, like bullets are probably doing nothing to him. Maybe he doesn't even have to like block them or grab them. Because if he's taking Orochi's heat and Rover's heat and he's just like living after it, I'm not sure if Zombie Man's big Desert Eagle bullets are going to do anything that can match that.
What did we... Greek says Zombie Man became a hero by fighting a dragon for days in public. When was that?
It's never stated that it's a dragon. But he did become famous for fighting a monster for like, I forget the exact amount of time, maybe like 140 hours straight or something. It's just, we just assume it's a dragon because it took him so long. But it's mentioned in the data book.
Oh, okay, data book. Okay. And then Kedrick says Zombie Man fought Carnage Kabuto for a week and won. I think Zombie Man would just last too long. See, this is All right, so bullets are not gonna work. He has blades, but we've seen him fight weapon users, and Garo mentioned that with more experience, weapon users get easier to fight. That almost neutralizes the things that he has over Garo, or that he could use, or and in general up against Garo. But then that was also the case for Pureblood. Pureblood caught his bullets. Pureblood slashed him in half. Pureblood flew past him and through him. I don't think Zombie Man actually hit Pureblood on screen before we saw him die. So like,
Yeah, he shot him in the stomach.
oh, okay, yeah, that's why he had to drink the monster blood. Okay, yeah. All right.
I don't know. Like, I'm going back to like who did Garo fought that had a sword, and he just recently fought Spring Mustachio in the anime, and like
Yeah, Mustachio Ripper.
I'm just taking Royal Ripper. Yeah, I'm just taking a guess and saying that Zombie Man is about as skilled with his machetes as maybe Royal Ripper, but I don't think he's as skilled as Spring Mustachio.
Ooh, but
Yeah,
his go ahead, Matt.
No, I was just gonna say I think Zombie Man, like, he's more jack of all trades kind of guy. He's all right at a lot of things, but he's not like a master or proficient, or like truly proficient at like everything.
Stebo,
Yo,
what's up, bro?
not much.
Pimp leg Kuzan.
I mean, I think Zombie Man will be able to beat Garo, but that's just me just thinking outside the box a little, I guess. I mean, if I had to keep it within the confines of what we actually know as fact, then I think I'm more inclined to say Garo. But I think like a guy like Zombie Man, knowing that what he goes up against, like I don't think he's using regular guns. Like I think that that nigga, I think his name Dark Gatling, the one who was shooting at Garo earlier in the series, and he caught
Yeah.
all his bullets. Like I think his Gatling is more along the lines of like standard issue. But
Now
a
his
guy
are
like
amplified too.
his amplified.
Yeah, and he had an amplified mode too, where he could like he was like shoot a turn. He was able to shoot a bunch of bullets, something like that. He had a second mode where his bullets powered up too, where his shit powered up.
Oh, okay. Well, I would assume that since Zombie Man is of a higher class and he fighting like dragon level monsters more frequently, I would assume that his guns are like such a high caliber. Well, not caliber, but have such firepower that it's like maybe even hundreds of thousands of times greater than a normal gun. That's what I would assume, especially being able to damage dragon level enemies. That would be my
Well,
assumption. So
most
I don't.
of his guns totally are. I mean, they show you like they're just ripping through the monsters in Chapter 101, and then he
Yeah.
even has like those special clips that shoot pretty much like a Kamehameha out of
Yeah,
them.
fucking cannons.
Right. Yeah. See, I forgot about that. So yeah. So
That's the thing.
I don't think it's fair to just like to write off his artillery because
Well, I mean,
Garo was
we're
okay
just
at that.
comparing the firepower to what Garo has already taken in like Overgrown Rover's blasts and Orochi's fire beams. So like, is Zombie Man's arsenal like comparable to that?
I I would assume that it would be like he would be able to hang with those guys, but as far as the sheer firepower, nah, I don't think so. Like I think their DC would be a lot greater than his, but
The thing that keeps bothering me is that like, okay, we talk about how Metalback can fight as long as he has enough time and as long as somebody's like hurting him to keep activating fighting spirit. But like, this is the person who has that like without requiring anything. Like he doesn't need durability to like keep fighting. He just keeps regenerating. So like, it's based on information that we don't know. The question of like, how do you kill Zombie Man? But like, if he's fighting Kabuto, if he's fighting these big ass guys that are obviously gonna do everything to him in seconds, why is Garo different?
No, I don't think Garo's going to kill him. I don't think it's. I'm on the same page as you with saying I don't think it's fair to say that Zombie Man can be killed right now because we don't know. Yeah, people are probably going to point out that one said that if you turn him to mincemeat, he'll die, but that was like many years ago when he said that. And I can't even find the source of that comment anymore. And like we've been saying, it's already been established in Chapter 101 that Pure Blood said, no, I'm going to turn you to mincemeat, and then that didn't go anywhere. And then obviously he shot a hole in his brain. Like he blew a big-ass chunk of his brain out, and that didn't stop him. So there's no real way to defeat Zombie Man other than, like, I don't know, throwing him in, like, a lava pool or something. Like Terminator.
Ebers mentions Garo would restrict his movements, and that's all he needs. If your enemy can keep fighting you, then you are as good as a weenie. Or if your enemy can't keep fighting you, you're as good as a weenie. I guess we're talking about sealing him and shit like that. All right. I think it's Ebers' time. If you'll drop the 1 minute vote, I'm gonna go for Garo. I think his intuitiveness should find. If anybody could find, if we put a list of people that could find a way to kill you, Garo would be on that list somewhere.
I totally agree. He's got that inherent genius factor.
Matt?
Oh yeah, Garo. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe if it was Hero Hunter Garo, I think this fight would be more competitive at that point.
Steve-O?
I think Zombie Man's healing factor would be too much. And, like, obviously, Garo could take a lot of punishment. But, I mean, fighting for days is already established for Zombie Man. But I don't know if Garo can keep on going for that long.
Damn, Brett! Oh, my
Just
God.
Like, just straight. Obviously, he with breaks, but I don't see Zombie Man keeping him, giving him breaks. So,
Fuck
yeah,
that.
I think Zombie Man's going to take it.
Because aside from the fucking, from the, like, ceiling shit, like, it's, like, if Garo and Zombie Man are both at 100, right, health, like, Garo could do, like, 100 damage 201 times. And then on that 201st time, Zombie Man would do 1. And then they just keep going, bro. It would just... Bro, how do you kill Zombie Man, bro?
Oh, and Garo can heal, too. At least this form of Garo.
When did he heal?
After he wakes up from the near-death experience against Royal Ripper, he gains the ability of regeneration.
I don't remember that.
What?
Oh, well, all right, it's not like Zombie Man's, obviously. It's not like if you, like, cut him, it's going to instantly come back. But over time, he does heal.
Did he say that when he was getting up?
Yeah.
I thought because he had bandages on, someone treated his wounds.
No, this was, like, straight up after... He was just left for dead, like, in that park, in a pool of his own blood. And then he wakes up and he's like, my wounds are healed.
That's right, yeah. No, you're right.
Fuck, bro, I gotta go reread the 2000 Dragon, bro. That nigga's a dragon, bro. You healing, nigga? How you healing? You healing? What's going on, bro?
No, he's broken. He's really broken at this point in the series. If he was a monster, I think people would talk about how ridiculous he is right now.
Oh fuck, bro. All right, so let's talk about it. 1 minute vote. Let's count them up. Garo, Zombie Man, Garo. Hold on. Okay. Then Garo, cause Zombie can't kill him, in my opinion. Alright. One says Garo. Alright, bet. So Garo takes it 8 to 3. Fuck, man. CK says Metal Bat versus Zombie Man would be a good fight though. Hell yeah, bro.
That would be cool.
That'd be fucking crazy, bro. What's going on, great General Rempa? Welcome to the chat, bro. Let me see you in a bit. Alright, let's keep it popping then. Damn, dog. Bruh, a few of these actually should have been the thumbnail, bruh. Alright. And then we have Bomb versus Marugori.
Did you say Bomb versus Marugori?
Yep.
Oh, man. I'll let you guys go. I gotta sit on this.
Who's Marugori? I don't remember that.
You remember the
first episode, the giant titan looking guy, who like threw like a punch and it was like destroying a city.
aka Beefcake.
Yeah, Beefcake. That's okay. That's the name that I know. I don't know Maru Gori.
I think Marugori means Beefcake.
Is that like the Japanese translation?
I'm like 80% sure that's the case.
I think so. That was that was the name when they introduced the two brothers when he was working out and the other one pulled out the serum and shit. That's the name he had. But yeah. It's your turn, Matt. Synopsis and shit.
Well, Bomb's like Bang. Bang's real good. I guess like I don't like he's. I guess we could say he's the same level as Bang. Just from like we could. I guess if you want to look at it in a way like not enough to say this, but maybe he'd even possibly be stronger just because like the stereotype of the elder brother being stronger.
Didn't they allude to that?
I maybe because like he did ask for like his help to help him find Garo. So there could be something there. But I also just like his fighting style is more offensive than the Waterfall and Rock Crushing Fist because it is the world. It's about slashing. It's about like tearing people up kind of thing. Whereas Waterflowing is kind of like deflecting, I guess. And like it's more like blunt hits, but Whirlwind is more like offensive, I guess.
You're absolutely right, Matt.
And like he's strong, but Marugori from like a swing of his punch, like not even making contact in the air, was destroying cities. And he's like, is he the biggest, apart from maybe El Centipede, the biggest monster we've met?
Via straight up height, I think he is.
Yeah. And obviously, when he launched that barrage of punches down on Saitama, like it decimated the city pretty much. Yeah. So Bomb's strong, but it's kind of just like if anyone, it's like what we've said, like if someone's just got such a high stat in one particular thing, like Marugori's is just pure power, you can't really counter it. It's the active Saitama throughout the series. It's a difficult thing to counter. So I've got to go for Marugori.
When the meteor came down, Bomb stayed on the building. And there was dialogue that alluded to Bang having something to attack.
Is Grimm cutting out for anybody else?
He's he comes in and out, but there he was clear for me.
Hold on, let me change the server region. Where you at, Steve? Texas? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go to Texas.
Hear how Bang potentially destroying the meteor can prove that Bomb beats Marugori.
100%, bro. Like what I'm thinking is that like we can let's speculate that Bomb is stronger by a minimalist or as strong as Bang. Together, they were able to pop EC. I don't think EC could take the meteor, but maybe. I don't think so. Those small humans were able to pop EC. This is not like, we're not talking about like breaking a building. We're talking about like you're devastating half of a city, and that half of a city is made of some of the strongest material you know. This guy seems like Matt pointed out, more offensive than Bang, excuse me, with his cutting shit like that. If Bomb could threaten the meteor, bruh, one punch from Marugori, especially it being cut up, that's just coming off. Marugori can't heal. For example, if let's say that Flashy Flash had enough attack power to cut Marugori's arm would just fall off. He would be a one-armed giant. So I don't think it's crazy to say that like Bomb could like resist or maybe even because didn't EC come at them one time too? Like they had to. Yeah.
They got thrown into a tree and didn't really seem to phase them that much.
I'm gonna go with Bomb. Steve-O?
It's kind of hard to really gauge this because Saitama is really the only person that Beefcake interacted with. Were there any sort of like author statements or data books or anything on Beefcake with any other character? Because I know that Murata's been doing that and one with characters that only interact with Saitama.
There's nothing that's like really telling of his power other than like he is actually should be a dragon. Like,
Okay.
that's the only real info that we get about him. That, as far as I know.
Well, I mean, if he's dragon level, then I guess that's a fair way to compare him to guys on Bomb's level. So I mean, if you just baseline stats except for strength, obviously, because like you said, his strength was incredible, being able to decimate a city with a barrage of punches. Uh, but I think speed is where Bomb would overtake him, and then his own attack power. If he's able to pinpoint where Beefcake is at its weakest, which I would naturally assume he can because he's a martial artist and that's pretty much his specialty. Then I will lean more towards Bomb, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Bomb.
He was fast as fuck though. He threw a Gatling, bro. They got a Gatling. I haven't seen a Gatling, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, bomb speed is ridiculous, being comparable to Bang, and Bang was like outdoing Garo, and Garo caught a literal Gatling, like amplified, like you said. So
Damn, bro. All right, you got my ass. You got it.
so I mean, it's just like I see Bomb being able to basically take him out with surgical precision.
Cause the way I'm imagining the fight is that like, fucking Bomb was walking down the street and all of a sudden Nalugori like teleports in front of him and shit, and then he lets off a Gatling. But the first two punches of the Gatling, Bang is like Bomb is in his stance, and then like he does the cutting fist to both of the arms, and like his fists and his arms like fucking get cut up, but the punch still goes through. So like, he smacks Bang down to the ground. It's a big ass crater. Bang gets hit, but only 2 times. So if he can take 2 big ass hits by like by attacking first, then Marugori lost his arms.
That sounds like a fair way to assume that the fight would go, but I really assume like Beefcake wouldn't even be able to touch him. Honestly, I think that Bomb would just speed blitz and attack various different parts of his body until he gets to the weakest, each part breaking him down, and then basically deliver a finishing blow to the head, just like Saitama did.
Bro, you trying to make a speed then, bro? How? So you're saying Bomb is going to attack him with precision, like several times before Marugori even gets one hit on him?
That's what I think.
Because he's small, or just because he's agile?
I think it'd be a little bit of both. Like if they were the same size, I think the fight would go differently. But because Bomb is smaller, because he's extremely agile, his speed should be comparable to his brothers. I think that with all these things in consideration, I think that like he would scale his body basically. Like he'd start off at a speed obviously, and then he'll go up striking different parts. Like I said, he'll find his weakest spot and basically strike there, which I think is his head for some reason, I guess, because he still has the anatomy of a human. But that's basically just the way I see the fight going.
What about the durability of Marugori?
See that's the thing that I was trying to get at earlier when I was saying that we really don't know much about his stats. But if his durability correlates to his level of strength, then I think it's totally different. Like I don't think Bomb is just taking him out as easy as I said, but we don't really know that. But if I were to assume that, then I think I would lean more towards the way you see the fight going. Like I still think Bomb was speed blitz and everything, but obviously he's not taking him out as easily with just a few hits. But so I think Beefcake would end up getting a few hits, and then Bomb will have to recalibrate, and obviously basically rinse and repeat because Beefcake is pretty stupid. Like we can all agree on that. Like he's a dumbass. Like we saw that. So I think honestly, Bomb would do well to just reuse the same strategy over and over until he breaks it down.
Fuck, man. Because now I gotta ask, like, how durable is Bomb?
I really don't remember any durability feats from the manga. I remember some stuff from the webcomic, but you probably don't want to hear that.
Nah, none of that shit.
Yeah. Didn't he take some hits from Elder Centipede?
Yeah, he took one shot, like a head rush from Elder Centipede, along with Bang. Like they both took it at the same time. Both got thrown into a tree, and like I said, it doesn't really seem to affect them.
Okay.
I mean, as like it would a normal hero or something.
Yeah.
So let me just throw out some real quick things about Bomb and Beefcake. So supplementary info that we get about Bomb, specifically from Murata, is so first of all, Murata said, and I don't put too much weight into this because it just there's no evidence that really supports it. But Murata said that Bomb is stronger than Bang.
Oh.
I mean, he said this last year when he was drawing, I think,
That's
volume 16. So either one told him this, or he's just taking a guess. I don't know. Either way, I kind of put them on the same level because we haven't seen something that really definitively separates them. If anything, we've seen more that supports Bang is stronger. But regardless, they're on the same level. Both crazy powerful. Can't be debated they are high dragons. So the second piece of info we get on Bomb is, do you guys remember when Garo took on those 3 demons in chapter 89? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Chapter 91.
Super
Or chapter
Mouse.
90.
I suck with chapter numbers in One Punch Man. You're gonna have to tell me their names or something.
All right, so Garo, when he gets into the Monster Association, this is after he kills Royal Ripper. He's like going around the tunnels, and he runs into those 3 demons: the Showerhead guide,
Yeah,
Super
the shower
Mouse,
nigga, the mouse, yeah.
okay, and then Unicorn. So when
And
Garo
Narwhal.
does the Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist to Super Mouse, like he gets hit by it, you know, and it cuts him up a little bit, but then he just pretty much tanks it and then regenerates. So Murata said that if Bomb were to do the Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist to the very same Super Mouse, he would have just been destroyed by it.
Oh.
So that's like showing you, like, okay, so that Garo, this is the Garo that was about to fight Overgrown Rover. So pretty damn powerful, definitely a dragon. But Bomb is that much more powerful than that current version of Garo.
Maybe it's just that technique, though.
Okay, so two things with that. I just want to say that you can still be on the same level as someone, but be weaker than them. And another thing is that if Murata says it, I'm inclined to believe that it's 100% canon, because I think it's been substantiated time and time again that he has worked closely with one on the adaptation of the manga. So I think it's fair to say that whatever his word is basically...
No! One sits down and writes the manga, then Murata writes the exact same thing he wrote, bro. One is the author of every single chapter of One Punch. But I'm going to say it right now. The webcomic is not canon to the manga. What you read in the manga is the complete story. You will not miss out. What you read in the webcomic is not the complete story. It may be foreshadowed to what will happen, but the manga is canon.
How?
Well,
all right, I don't think we should get into this because we're talking about, you know, the overgrown.
Well,
we're talking about the stuff.
I don't think I was trying to say the opposite of that. I was just saying that one's word, not one's word, but Murata's word is just as good as one's because they work together.
So just real quick, the webcomic and the manga have 2 different continuities. Both are canon. One doesn't supersede the other.
Facts. Different stories. Facts.
Same story, slightly different context. This man Grimm trying to tell me that the webcomic means nothing. Man, come on, let's go get out of here.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you could have argued that the webcomic doesn't matter anymore, but now that it's back, it kind of does.
It definitely.
But I'm not saying like, oh, because this happens in the manga, the webcomic supersedes it. I don't think that at all.
That's literally it. Zhoniin, say it again, bro. That's literally it.
The webcomic doesn't supersede the manga.
100%. That's all I'm saying.
And the manga doesn't supersede the webcomic.
Yes.
They're both their own thing.
Grimm, for days you've been telling me that like the manga supersedes the webcomic. So
I'm just tired of people telling me that because they read the webcomic or this happens in the webcomic, that's the truth in the manga. No, it's not.
I've always seen it as they're just 2 different sources of continuity because again, because Murata will do like he'll take tweaks for the manga because not everything can be translated.
No, it's not. It's one, bro. I fucking keep telling you, it's one. One writes the manga. 100%, bro. But look, let's get off the shit. Let's just keep pushing.
Yeah.
We get what Steve was saying.
Bomb. I think we all agree that Bomb beats Beefcake, but I'm sure the chat will say that Beefcake wins.
Yeah. Because those are just trash votes, so it's fine.
Well, wait, Matt, did you go for?
Bomb. If that wasn't clear, I got Bomb.
All right, Ben.
Bomb.
Yeah, I have Bomb too. I think he's fast enough to avoid him, and his Whirlwind Iron Cutting Fist is strong enough to probably hurt him, if not like sever his limbs.
Who's Beefcake again? You mean that little little forearm dude?
Well, he wasn't.
He's the Attack on Titan guy from episode 1.
Oh, Bomb. Get out of here.
Matt, what do you say?
I think you guys are right. I think Bomb.
No, nigga, don't.
This isn't me like changing. No, this is me listening to the argument, and I think it's fair because I was like, because like I was very much like, I thought Maragoro would take it because of his overwhelming strength, right? But I think you guys have put up a lot of good points here. Like, I didn't even take into fact, like, obviously, I didn't even think about buying Bomb's speed and his intelligence kind of thing. I was just like, nah, he's strong enough to destroy a city. That's it. But no, I think Bomb's fair. Yeah.
All right, bet. Like he said though, let's see what the chat says. Greek, if you'll drop the 1 minute vote this time. These niggas already voted. All right, so what's going on, Fragist? So, bro, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you before. Welcome to the Shogunate. We do One Punch Man content, One Piece content, 7 Deadly Sins content. Check out the channel, bro. We do regular One Punch Man chapter discussions on the One Punch Man podcast. So sub, my nigga. You join the family. Hey.
Nigga, I already know that. Like, the fuck you talking about?
Are you Fragacid?
Yeah.
You're a fucking faggot, bro.
I was the same guy last week. That was what was it like maybe like 2-3 weeks before who was talking shit. I'm surprised you didn't notice.
Wait, are you Black Stannis also?
I'm only one guy. I'm only that one guy. I'm not everybody. I can't be Black Samus too. That'd be too much. Like, no, that's too much effort for me, man. That's way too much effort for me.
I'd be impressed.
If I was everyone but him in the chat.
Yeah.
So once again, Ibra says Showerhead Kun. Greek says all hell Showerhead. Cosmos Vega says you talk about them tanking EC Rush, but Beefcake is way more powerful when it comes to attacks. Agreed. Ibra says keep crying, Grimm. Trash up, bro. EC says what happens in the web? Okay, webcomic stuff. EC also or CK also says his swipe is enough to destroy a city, and Bomb can't even beat EC. Damn. All right.
I think Beefcake came too early into the series, and he kind of messes with power scale.
That's Saitama's fault, not really Beefcake's.
All right. So people.
Well, I mean, it's Beefcake's brother's fault.
Kendrick says Bomb. Greek says Bomb. Rempa says Bomb. One Nation says Bomb. CK says Beefcake. Kai says Bomb. Cosmo says Beefcake. So 2 for Beefcake. Overwhelmingly Bomb. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Aisha.
Alright. And that's it for the winning bracket. Let's head into the consolidation bracket. Alright. Now we got Metal Bat versus Atomic Samurai.
Metal Bat.
I'm just gonna
go ahead and say it right now. It's gonna be Metal Bat.
Before we start though, we gotta do a synopsis of the 2 characters, introduce them and shit like that, and then say how you feel about them. Steve-O, you're caught up in everything. It's your turn.
Oh, the Atomic Samurai. I think the nigga too nasty.
No.
That's
So
too
you
nasty.
gotta do a synopsis on the two characters, and then
I
you
gotta
gotta
do
tell
a-
us what it. Yeah.
Gotta do a synopsis of both characters.
Yeah.
Define synopsis. That's like basically just like letting
Quick rundown, basically.
letting
Yeah.
niggas know. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You gotta use nigga terms. But Atomic Samurai, really fast, really powerful, nigga skilled with the sword. Pull out two swords on a nigga. Too cocky. Got Top Knot. He's an Atomic Samurai with atomic slashes. Just that nigga. He old and he really strong. Middle bat, young nigga. He gonna keep fighting for days. He gets stronger every time unless you gonna take that nigga out. You know, his bat is made of super metal so that it ain't gonna break. And he hit himself with the bat, so he basically unbreakable.
Just basically. Casual
Yeah.
slap on the side of the head. Yep.
And he loves his little sister, so if he says something about his little sister, you have to. But Atomic Samurai ain't gonna know that though.
Hey, Metal Bat, your sister's
so-
a little whore.
So that's the rundown. Now, am I supposed to like go into why I think the fight would go which way I think it'll go, or what? Or is it somebody else's turn?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. To what? I asked two questions.
Yeah, go through it. Give me the rundown. Why?
Okay. All right. Damn. Oh yeah. I think Atomic Samurai. He got enough skill and technique and power to overcome Metal Bats, and before Metal Bat is able to progress to a point where he's able to pose a life-threatening threat. Yeah, I don't have enough words. Life-threatening threat against Atomic Samurai. I think Atomic Samurai will be able to take him out beforehand. So, yeah, that's basically how I see it going. I need to go back to school, man.
This man telling me that he's illiterate. Get out of here. You're good.
All right, what's up, Zarso?
All right. Atomic Samurai. I believe he earns it. I believe he earns a spot in the S class. He's for the most part not really had issues with monsters. I mean, technically, Metal Bat kind of had to sit out the Monster Association fight, but then again, I mean, he's one of the strongest out of nowhere, like no prep time. So, I mean, it does show that Atomic Samurai isn't no slouch. But I mean, at the same time, the two of them are using very similar very similar objects as weapons. I mean, they're both just swinging shit around. Yes, Atomic Samurai has more technique, but I mean, we already know that when it comes to damage, a sword is much more lethal than like a basic blunt attack. If you keep cutting that dude bad up, it's not like you're just like quickening the pace. I feel like after a while, one quick clash of like a bat and a sword, there's a good chance Tomic might get killed. Low key. And by low key, I mean like high key. Like let's be serious, right? Let's be serious. Garo starts beating Garo starts beating on Metal Bat, right? Starts racking up the points and everything, right? That's all the damage and everything. Oh yeah, you're bleeding. Oh yeah, your bones are broken. Okay. But he absorbs damage and with the fighting spirit makes him stronger. Slashing someone causes much more damage than punching someone. Atomic Samurai is just quickening up the pace. So in my eyes, can Bat get cut down like pretty quickly? Yeah, if he speed blitz them. But I mean, like we all kind of saw them all running away and everything. I believe Bad was out up front ahead of Silverfang. And that at that point, I believe was showing us exactly who's fast, because I think it was Silverfang up front. I think Bad was trailing after Pre Prisoner. I think and I think Atomic Samurai was behind him. Not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that in terms of speed, they both seem pretty much about the same. I haven't seen anything too ridiculous between the two, so speed isn't really like a big topic to talk on. Overall, it's the strength and again technique. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Atomic can take it if he's fast enough, but I just don't see that.
Matt?
So, Cardi B got some pretty feet, man.
Amen.
What's up, Matt?
You never know.
I think with this one, I think just it's mostly atomic slashing speed that gets it to me, because we see they're both not strategists or anything. They would just both go at each other, like they would just both charge each other kind of thing. And if Metal Bat can tank these hits, then yes. But I just think from everything we've seen of atomic slashing speed, like it's not something like I think he'd finish him off quicker than Metal Bat would have the chance to fight back. That's my main thing for it.
God damn! One slice that.
I mean,
Zhoniin?
Man, it's difficult because it's like, can Metal Bat take a slash? I don't know. But just for the sake of this argument, I guess Atomic Samurai wins. Because, I mean, obviously Metal Bat's not fast enough to evade an Atomic Slash. I mean, he couldn't even hit Garo. So, in close quarters like that, I think Atomic Samurai has the edge here. And then it's like, can he take a Sword Slash? There's no way to say for sure. So, I guess we're going to have to assume that he can't. So, I guess Atomic Samurai would win this one.
I could entertain the idea of like him blocking a slash, right? Like, you know, like the first encounter, right? Fucking let's say Metal Bat's walking down the street, you know, eating an apple or whatever, and then or Atomic's walking down the street eating an apple, and then Metal Bat falls on top of him from the sky and shit, throws a slam down, right? You know, we have literally seen Atomic Samurai like cut motherfuckers in that exact same scenario hundreds times fast as fuck. So, fuck, man.
also, I wouldn't downplay his reaction speed.
Maybe
either,
one.
Remember, like it was Garo kind of just come out of nowhere attacking him, and he literally blocked it, kind of like not because he wouldn't finish him in the first place. And Garo was like again trying to like take a sneak attack and everything. If he can, again, his reaction time shouldn't be slept on. My only thing is, I believe Metal Bat is at the level where he can at least react and face off against Atomic Samurai. If Atomic Samurai is like, you know, like taking him casually, like, okay, you know, like a little spar match and everything, give him a couple cuts here and there, maybe says something that misinterpret his about his sister, then yeah, it might be over. But at the same time, you're right. Atomic come out of nowhere and be like, Atomic Slash, done. But again, it's just hard. Me personally, I'm thinking there's a good chance that if they clash, that sword's getting broken because that fighting spirit's too much.
Damn. He's talking about
Don't bring that
sword, bro.
Don't bring a sword to a Metal Bat fight, bro. Just don't. Don't do that.
All right, Ebers, if you'll drop the 1 minute vote. All right, let's see. So, Greek says Atomic laughed my ass off. He cuts him before fighting spirit. H. Solsons? I don't know what the fuck it says. CK says Atomic is fast enough to react to Sonic in a moment's notice. Great General Rempa says, is there anything Atomic can't cut? Cosmo Vega says... I actually believe that. I actually really believe that. I don't think he can cut it. But, let's be seen. Cosmo Vega says, Atomic Samurai beats Metal Bat with his toothpick.
Yeah, right. What's this? Insulting.
That's foul, bro. What's going on, Joshua Bowman? Welcome to the chat, bro. He says Atomic Samurai wins easily, too fast and too skilled. Marley K says Zhoniin versus Juan, the ultimate fight. CK says Atomic over Sonic over Garo in his fight with Metal Bat. Alright. Right in terms of reaction speed. Alright, let's see what the votes say.
Where's everyone getting this? Is getting this thing where it's like, oh, Flashy can
Atomic can react to Flashy. Since when was it a thing?
What do you mean?
How do
Since
you
when
know
is that a
this?
thing? That
How do we know this?
That's always been the thing, man.
When? I swear, if this is headcanon, I'm not listening to any of you. I swear, if that's headcanon, I'm not listening to any of you.
All right.
It's headcanon. It's headcanon. I know it. I can already feel the headcanon coming through. Disgusting. You guys, ugh.
All right, bro. The votes are locked in at 7-1 with Atomic Samurai.
Damn.
Ooh.
7-1 for who? 7-1 for who?
For
7-1
Atomic Samurai.
Oh, okay. All right.
Next we got Sweet Mask versus Flashy Flash.
Sheesh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. That's right. That's right. Fucking webcomic spoilers.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Flash.
This one's yours, Zhoniin.
That nigga Sweet Mask is sweet, boy, but I don't know, man.
Right now,
That nigga Flashy kind of flashy.
right now, based off of their feats, I guess we kind of have to give it to Flashy Flash. Oh yeah, you want a breakdown.
Yeah.
All right, Flashy Flash. As of this point in the series, the fastest character next to Saitama. Super skilled in the ninja arts, similar to Sonic, but many levels above that. He primarily uses a sword. So then we got a My Mask, crazy freak of nature, super high level of strength, can one hand huge pieces of building debris, just literally ran through Nariki's private squad, who had the powerful organizational suits on them that made them like kind of demon level. But he hasn't really shown any kind of speed close to that of Flash. I mean, yeah, he is pretty damn fast. We've seen him move effortlessly when he was in his concert, when he was taking on those 3 fodder guys. I think it's in a bonus chapter that happens actually.
Yeah, it's in a bonus chapter. He actually is able to essentially force them to dance with him, which kind of shows that he's able to actually move around someone much greater of greater size or of strength than a regular person.
But you see one specific panel of him moving, and it looks like how Flash moves, and when he's about to take on the 100 Eyes Octopus, it's just one. He's just standing there, and then there's a blur, and then he's standing somewhere else. So he's pretty damn fast, but I don't know, nothing that shows he's on the level of Flashy Flash. So I guess we should have to assume that Flashy Flash would kill him based off just the speed difference here.
I'm gonna give it to Amaya because that Sweet Mask be sweet. You know what I'm saying? That Sweet Mask be sweet, and I'm just give it to him. Courtesy vote. Why not? I do fuck with the character. I really like comics, so I do know what he's about. I fucks with him. I really do.
Yeah, I like him too. I think he's one of the better heroes.
But overall, right now, I would definitely say that Flashy Flash does seem much more impressive. So, but
yeah, I think
overall,
Chapter 95 and 96 made Flashy Flash way too powerful.
at least in the eyes of the fans, yeah. Did he just do that? Kinda, yeah. Oh man, power scale. Power scale that bitch. How fast is that moving? Little shockwave.
I know exactly. I got one of my followers to break down the math for me. He was moving 7.6% the speed of light in Chapter 96.
Jesus fuck. 7 point. What?
Just call Seth the programmer, dude.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
let me do that. I got him on speed dial.
Honestly, everyone should have him on speed dial. Hey man, I kind of need this. I need this scaled out. You mind?
I mean, I don't really go into math like that. I don't think it matters, especially in manga. It's fun. It's a novelty to go into math and break down feats like that. But I don't know. I think just going off of the context clues is the thing that we should do.
Hell yeah.
I think
Sometimes not enough context clues.
I think in comics alone, it's kind of the issue. It's really numbers. Okay, I get it, but seriously, that's just a ridiculous number, dude. You expect someone to understand that reading the shit. Jesus. That's kind of why I like that's just why I like that they don't go into how fast he's actually moving, because they said he's moving 7 point this that percent of the speed of light. What? Why? Like, what? Why? What's the point of that? Just make a move really fast. That's the point. But that's just me. Anybody else? Before we toss this to the chat.
Matt?
No, I mean the only kind of thing I could give to Sweet Mask would be like when they have when they're at the meeting and he's ready to go against Flashy Flash. That's literally the only thing I could think of for Sweet Mask in some form of comparison. But taking down 2 dragons at once is a pretty difficult feat to match up to.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the further away we get from that chapter, the more I forget how impressive that feat is. Like, that shit is crazy.
It's impressive, but I mean, hey man, we've seen crazy stuff happen like before and after.
All right. So Greek, if you'll go ahead and drop that 1 minute vote. So are we set at 4-1 or 5-0, or which one is it?
1. You got the 1 vote for me, and then whoever else is in here voting on Flash.
All right, bet. Let's see what the chat's saying, man. Damn, ain't nobody say none. Crazy buff. Puri-Puri could beat a bit of S-Class.
Pull up to your bumper.
I think Puri-Puri would skeeve off most of S-Class. Ooh, I don't want to fight that. Like, get that man a shirt and some pants.
That's
and,
how he
like,
wins?
a jail cell. Yeah, honestly. You think I'm going to fight that? I'm out.
Somebody said Garo. What's going on, Alfred Hedjigu Wegger? What?
Grimm, do you want to go for another run at that?
All right.
Oh wow.
Alfred Hetty. Or he the jickle. He the lickle. He the like. Alfred hit it like Wenger.
What is going on in this chat?
What, bro?
Jesus.
Oh, welcome to the chat, bro. I've never seen your fucking name before, bro. That means you're new as fuck. Oh, and then Cosmo says, if a mic can make the environment frozen in place from moving so fast, then maybe. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, shit. Alright. Up next, we got Watchdog versus Sonic.
Shit.
Is that an easy one?
So long as he's not in Q City, he wins, yeah.
What?
As long as he ain't in Q City, he wins.
Hold up. Matt, can we get us a not? Is this a Matt? Did we just skip this matter?
If you... Does anyone think that Sonic can beat Watchdog Man?
Huh?
Wait, you think Sonic can beat Watchdog Man?
No, I'm saying, does anyone think that?
That's a good question. I mean...
Do I think he'd be who?
Watchdog Man.
Yeah.
Watchdog Man?
Just say it, yes or no.
Oh, yeah, I do. But you did say Watchdog Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think so, personally. Maybe, if he's, like, smart about it, but even then, it's like... you see him take on much more terrifying things in quick, fast, in a hurry, as compared to Sonic, whose only feats have been a group of fodder-ass dudes powered up a little bit, and then every L from Saitama, plus that one skirmish with Genos, and it's like...
Alright, then real quick, Zhoniin, Watchdog Man or Sonic, real fast, which one?
Watchdog Man.
There you go.
Because I think this is a no question thing, but if y'all are questioning it, then if there's more than one person questioning it, it's just Steve right now. Is anybody else saying that Is this a matchup?
No, I think Watchdog Man.
Wait. You said Sonic? I thought you said Atomic.
What the fuck, man?
That.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, I got Watchdog, man.
All
I
right,
got
then.
Watchdog.
We out of here then. It's just, I was gonna say like, really, Steve-O? All right, I think this is another toss-up to Garori Boss versus Carnage Kabuto.
Say that one more time. The first one.
Garori Boss.
Who's that? Fuck. I
Still
don't.
don't know what it is. That's the nigga with all the mouths.
Oh, that
No.
mean, you mean that dude that tried acting tough and then he got fucking like clotheslined to death?
Yep.
I
him.
don't remember nothing that happened to him. I just remember
He got
Nigga had a
clotheslined
lot
to
of
death.
mind.
That's all that mattered.
Yeah, he had his hands were
It's
mouse.
Kabuto. It's Kabuto.
Yeah.
Just don't even.
Oh shit.
Grim,
Just
why?
so that we actually have a name we can actually remember personally. I don't even care if he's like stronger, honestly.
Grim, why did he win? Why was he in the tournament?
No, he was in. We're doing the losers bracket right now.
No, but why was he in the entire tournament in the first place?
Come on, man, he's a dragon, man. Come on.
Oh, how? What does he do? Spit acid?
Bro,
Yeah,
he's the
someone-
strongest warrior aside from Boros on the Dark Matter Thief ship. Stop this, bro. Yes. That's what they said.
He says it, but
What were the shapeshifters do on the ground facing off against?
Bro, the crew, they said that he's the strongest warrior they have.
Wow. Wow. So a couple of guys' words, right? So a couple guys' words and like a quick appearance, and then that. Yep. He should.
What you mean a couple guys? No, the story tells us, hey, this is the strongest crewmate that that the aliens have. It's not our fault he got body, bro.
I mean, you're right, but it's like, god damn, I'm really focused on this man here. You should have put him up against something scary. Fucking get him done like quick, fast, in a hurry. Shit. Other centipede.
The next matchup we have is the one we talked about earlier. Marugori versus Garo.
Remind me again who's Malagori again, please.
Beefcake,
A
bro.
lot of these.
It's your turn, Matt.
So what we said about Morogoro before, like he's big, he's powerful, like he can wreck cities with like just like swinging his arms, without making contact. Goro, definitely it's a bit different, I suppose. The main thing with Goro is the barrier protection, the 300 times gravity, and obviously other psychic abilities like flight, telekinesis, things like that. But I think the thing we don't really know, like how well telekinesis works on size at the very least. Because for me, I can't see her doing like the same thing she did to Tatsumaki, trapping her in an orb of rock. You know, like that's not happening with someone like Beefcake.
I don't think she has the range for it either. We've only seen her do it like in like a small confined space. If that's like, again, like the potency seems pretty tough, but it's like overall she doesn't have like like the range. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. I think the only thing I could see kind of even injuring him is if like Yorogo was to start flying around him, just start constantly pelting him with like debris. But I think just the scale of his attacks are too big for someone like Yoro.
What's up, Zhoniin?
I mean, well, what does everyone else think?
Wait, what? Who is this? Is Garo versus
Beefcake?
Beefcake? Oh, damn. Garo, that's that telepathic telekinesis nigga, right?
Yep.
The octopus dude.
No.
Nature, yeah.
It's the woman who's currently fighting Tatsumaki.
You mean the body?
What?
You mean the
Oh,
meat sack?
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I heard y'all say something about aliens. I thought you was talking about the niggas that came with Boros.
No.
Nah.
This is
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if it's her versus Beefcake, I got Beefcake.
Wow. Yeah, I really don't think she can just trip him and then like.
With what?
Well, then again, I think. Well, nah, because this is tough. Damn it, Grimm.
This man's.
Um,
I was about to say.
you know, I I think she can take it. I think she can take it, but I can't really say why. But I think she can take it though.
I'm gonna tell you why she can't. Right? Beefcake's bunions are like the size of like half like city block. That's the first thing. All right. Like the only way I see Garo winning, right, is if like she does something like like some sneaky shit, gets in his ear, right, and then like wreaks havoc on his brain with like telekinesis. Other than that, if you want to go like head to head with Beefcake with like your psychic abilities, come be my guest.
Let me ask you a
I don't
question:
see it.
Is Beefcake bigger in terms of overall mass than the Dark Matter Thief ship?
Um,
Is he bigger?
it's probably about the same time.
He can definitely look old for sure. As for like width, no idea. I would say that it's probably wider, maybe.
I think they're definitely similar in size. I could at least say that much.
Yeah.
Then I don't think that the Garo can like psychically restrain him. But like
Oh, absolutely not.
the thing is, Beefcake attacking her, she can fly, and like it's a smaller target like we mentioned earlier. So I'm like, I think he should be able to break through her barrier, and I don't think she can. He can. Yeah. So I'll give mine to Beefcake. Yeah, Beefcake should be able to win. But
in all seriousness, if it's Beefcake on his own, Garo could definitely win. Simply because she's much smarter than him, and for a fact, like I said, if she wants to attack him, the only way to attack something as powerful as that is to do it internally. Fact. There's no way. Like if you can't break in from the outside, fuck some shit up from the inside. Fucking rattle his brain around, give him a concussion from the inside, be done with it. Right. But the idea is, if it's like a head-on fight, there's no way. Like absolutely not. Barriers be damned. Flying until like heck honestly not even flying will work because if you remember he swung his arm once and the air pressure from his arm destroyed most of the city he was in. So you can't forget that. The air pressure alone is kind of fucking ridiculous. And again, she's not as good as Tatsumaki. And if we're using Tatsumaki as a base for of telepathic powers, then I don't see it happening in a head-on fight.
so that's 2-0. Zhoniin?
I'm gonna take Beefcake. I'm just guessing that Giro's psychic powers are, I don't know, kind of going to cap out when you get somebody as big as him. Yeah, she could do the 300 times gravity thing. Yeah, she could do the Chibaku Tensei from Naruto, but I don't know. I think it just kind of caps out with somebody his size. At least, the Giro that we know currently.
Like if you said Tatsumaki, bet, done deal.
All right, Greek. If you'll drop the 1 minute vote.
What's Clown saying now?
Marugori looks like Beefcake. Marugori. 1 Giro. I don't know, man. You would think one of the final villains of this arc would be like stronger, but people have been getting some shitty matchups. Alfred says Beefcake could, in my mind, take a hit from Saitama in the chest. Since his head did not explode, I believe that in that hit in the stomach would not be instant death.
Yeah, it is weird. I forgot. Like, Beefcake's the only person who's actually taken a punch from Saitama and not like been completely eviscerated or like turned to gush.
Rover too.
Well, him and overgrown Rover. I really feel bad for anyone who like thought he was gonna like amount to much. I really do. Like, sorry, y'all.
Wait, who? Who are you talking about?
Overgrown Rover. Like, if anyone really thought he was gonna like like amount to much, I'm really sorry. I didn't like. I feel bad for him because they're like, oh my god, look at that dog, so beastly, so crazy, so amazing. Like, put Garo through the ringer and everything, then gets slapped down, like extra quick.
Man, he's
All
still
right.
pretty clean.
For the last matchup, it's a pretty easy one, I think. Zombie Man versus the Meteor.
Yeah, sorry, man. Duh.
You put the Meteor on?
What you mean? That was a dragon level threat, bro. What you mean?
Wait, hold on. Who beat the Meteor?
Bomb. Oh no, was it Bomb? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah,
No.
because like I remember the Meteor lost, but I was like, wait, who beat the Meteor? Because that shit shouldn't lose to like almost anything, say for like one nigga.
Marugori.
Marugori. These fucking names.
Beefcake.
Beefcake, stop that!
No, I don't remember the argument. You gotta check last stream, but yeah, Beefcake won it. I beat it.
Yo, I swear to God, how? No. Dead ass. How did Beefcake? How? No. How can you? No. For real. No. For real.
Oh shit.
So you're telling me that Subterranean King takes the L from Tatsumaki or Ancient King, whatever, right? He takes the L from Tatsumaki, pulling down a meteor. But somehow, some way, Beefcake, right, of like a similar build, right, less less Godzilla, right? Somehow he can take on like a similar threat. What, yo, like what, like. Oh.
The whole Ancient King meteor sequence, that's not canon.
There we go. Look at that. So you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter at the end. It's not really in the source material. Have fun, guys.
All right, so we're all Zombie Man versus the Meteor. I got Zombie Man.
So does just surviving the meteor constitute as winning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't,
All right,
if
Zombie
you don't take
Man.
the L,
I think he can survive it.
Yeah.
Because that's why Hellfire lost last matchup. Because there was no way he could avoid the Meteor. All right. That's it for the group matchups. Oh no, hold on. We do have two more actually. Or one more. Last man. Oh, okay, I was gonna say. So we got two more matchups. We're gonna save those for the next video. In the next video, we'll be doing the final rounds. Just so you guys know, the next matchups are gonna be Melzargard versus Phoenix Man, and Gale Wind versus Child Emperor. And then we'll move into the finals. Stay tuned. We're probably gonna do the next matchup the day after the One Punch Man podcast releases for the next chapter. So watch out for that. Check out the One Punch Man podcast playlist, as we mentioned. It has all the videos. You can get caught up. If you have friends that are in the middle of catching up or reading it, have them follow along with the podcast so they can join the family and shit too. You already know how we grow. So yeah, boys. Next time, like, subscribe to everybody's channel. Sibo has a channel. Matt has a channel. Zhoniin has a channel. The links will be in the description.
there's also a bum.
Make a
barely
fucking
have a
channel, Zarso.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Here
it.
we go. Peer pressure.
Steve used to do One Piece live reactions and reviews and stuff. I don't know if he's done a video in a while.
I fell victim to drugs.
To what?
Some drugs.
Matt does all kinds of content. My Hero, One Piece, One Punch Man reviews and discussions and stuff. Zhoniin does all kinds of topical and discussion videos, as well as reviews on One Punch Man and My Hero and One Piece and shit. So check out his channel. Like, subscribe, follow the family, and we gonna see y'all boys next time, man. Yo!
Shout out.